Alrighty, so
I'm good to
last
go.
time,
Yep.
last time on Icewind Dale, with a flash of arcane magic from Dazan, the party teleported to Targos. Once they were there, they assessed the situation. They saw that there was smoke and fire everywhere, and villagers running and hiding where they could from the Chardolan dragon. They also realized that Hill was fighting alongside several townsguard, going headfirst into the jaws of the dragon. Garrett used what cover he could to give support with his trusty longbow. Brie immediately went to save what villagers she could. Even with scorching flames all over the nearby buildings, she showed no fear as she jumped in to save them. Ragnar and Brandon moved into position and started using what ranged attacks they had to start weakening the dragon. Ydin, Viren, and Capaduk moved to join Halen in the front lines, and Dazan cast invisibility on Brandon for some extra protection. Things took a turn for the worse, however, when the Charlotte Dragon charged its Radiant Breath attack, severely wounding Ydin and Kapanuk. The blast also destroyed Dazan in an instant. His final words were, "We will meet again, but not for a while." It was also revealed that Dazan's body was some sort of simulacrum, and that perhaps the real Dazan was somewhere far, far away. The Charlatan Dragon used its flying ability to hover over the party, swooping in and out to deal heavy blows, only to return to the skies. Ragnar believed the best thing to do was to weaken its movement and cast slow, decreasing the dragon's speed tremendously. After Charlatan Dragon took some severe hits, Viren reached for his pouch. It seemed like he intended to use the Charlatan crown to control it. However, to his surprise, the crown wasn't there, and in a fit of rage, he charged Ragnar, assuming that he was the one who had it. As Ragnar gaslit Viren into believing he had dropped the crown somewhere. Good old Ragnar.
Yes.
Ragnar also began to realize that perhaps the shardlet that Viren had been carrying was affecting him after all. Things continued to escalate as Brie realized that there were Draugr taking out villagers in the building nearby. However, she was able to quickly dispatch them and return to the fight. With little HP left, Ydin decided to go for a Hail Mary and take a bite out of the rainbow chocolate. And when she did, her size increased, and this gave her the opportunity to grab the slow dragon from the air and drag it back down. She also used this as an opportunity to yell at Viren to get back into the fight. After taking several deadly strikes, Kapanuk fell, having died fighting the way he wanted to. Ragnar used what little arcane power he had left to cast Fireball at the chest of the Charlatan dragon, and with a powerful explosion, the dragon fell from the sky, lying in the snow, broken and destroyed. With a chance to breathe, Brandon, Brie, and Ragnar decided to walk around town, helping who they could. They also learned that most of the villagers had escaped using the boats Torga had built for her dock. They also learned, unfortunately, that not everyone had survived, with Kelvin and Torga being some of the casualties. With the help of the other townsfolk, they buried the dead and began to clean up the Charlatan that was scattered around town. Meanwhile, Ydin went off to track down Viren, who was searching a nearby building looking for the crown. Ydin began to yell at Viren, asking him how he could have abandoned her and their friends during the fight. And Viren revealed that his induction into the Order of St. Trina was not a choice he made freely. He implied that if he had refused, he would have been hanged and spent most of his younger years under the pressure of St. Trina. He said he had planned to get her back, and that if he could use the Charlatan Dragon, would have the power he had been seeking for so long. Ydin punched him in the face and told him that he was a fool for this vendetta against St. Trina. She felt hurt by the fact that Vera didn't trust her with this information, and Vera admitted not knowing how to tell her about this hidden. Also told her about this hidden jealousy of her skills surpassing him, and how when they spent time together, he felt like his goal wasn't as important. He confessed that he didn't know how to be happy, but he knew how to be strong. And it was in that moment Ydin gave him a hug, saying that if the time comes, she would help him fight St. Trina. The party decided to meet up at the tavern for some rest and discuss their plans moving forward. Viren apologized for his behavior and explained that before he was part of the Order of St. Trina, he ran a sort of thieves guild in town. Eventually, they were taken out by a paladin under St. Trina's employ, and he was given a choice: serve her or go to the gallows. Brandon gave Viren a stern talking to, stating that he had used the crown for his selfish reasons, and that he needed to start following Ydin's example and helping people other than himself. Ragnar also admitted to understanding the pain of feeling weak, amongst others. The next day, the party decided that it would be best if they destroyed the gathered up Chardalin and the crown, as it was too dangerous to be left unchecked.
Yep.
For a multitude of reasons. Zangorn informed Ragnar that his dragon's breath would be enough to do this, and with this new info, Ragnar melted the Chardalin down, destroying it forever. The party decided that they need to focus on two things. One, they needed to return to Caer Konig and make sure Brandon's family was okay. And second, they needed to find a way to meet up with Veylinne Harper, the current leader of the Arcane Brotherhood in Icewind Dale. Brie suggested using a sending spell to ask Claudia for more information, and Claudia told the group that their best bet was to go to Bryn Shander. Once the party was back in Caer Konig, the group learned that there were some Dragar that attacked while the dragon had revealed itself. Luckily, no one was killed, but Torvis was injured during the battle. Cassidy hadn't returned yet, so Brandon decided to head in the direction of the mountains. It did not take long for him to find her, and after a quick update on what happened in the mountains, everyone returned to Snowwind Ranch. While there, Brie cast plant growth near the ranch in a place that only Brandon would be aware of, and the spell would give Brandon some fertile land in which to grow a massive amount of crops, and this would help him quite a bit with the debt problem. Ydin and Veylinne discussed what they would do about St. Trina, and agreed that it would have to be something they tackle after the Frost Maiden had been dealt with. Veylinne also told Ydin that he was in his corner, no matter what. The party quickly made their way to Bryn Shander, and it did not take them long to track down Veylinne Harper. Ragnar introduced themselves to her. She appeared to be a very cold and calculated person. She informed the party that she had heard of their exploits, and she was aware of who Brandon was and that Veylinne and Ydin worked for St. Trina. She also made a comment about recognizing Brie. When Brie asked her to go into more detail, she informed her that not only had she met Killian, she had met Tali. This put Brie into a very angry state, and Brie made it clear that if she had done anything to hurt her family, she would not survive. And this left the room lingering with a thick tension between the two of them, as the party began to think of more questions. And
Let's get
some.
Dun, dun.
I'm gonna get some appropriate tense music. Let's see here. That will work just fine. So you have just kind of like said that declaration, Brie.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that Veylinne does not flinch at all when you make that threat. And she simply looks at you and says, I never force them to do anything. I make offers, but people are welcome to refuse them. I am not a grand manipulator you seem to believe me to be. When your son came to me looking for solutions and guidance, I simply told him a way to get his family back, one that would require great risk and sacrifice. Yet he did not hesitate. And when your granddaughter came to me, she was lost, and she was alone, only wishing to follow in her father's footsteps. In her words, perhaps he will not reject me. I would also like to point out, your family seems to have a habit of making deals with practitioners of the arcane. And she stares at the markings along your arm.
You're making it very hard for me not to trigger combat already.
Dude, don't do this. I can't believe I'm the one saying this.
She does go on to continue to say, both of them had a fire in their eyes. It was determination to see it through. No matter what, I've seen so many so-called casters come to me with grand promises of finishing things. I have a good eye of spotting doubt and hesitation. My time is not worth wasting on individuals who are only sparingly committed to a cause. And even now, I see a fire burning amongst you all. And that's what I'm looking for, and that is what I need. She just...
What do I even say, bro?
We're leaving it to you, man. Yeah.
She just takes a little
Brandon.
sip of her tea.
And Brandon is going to say, he's going to say, now I'm curious. What do you want?
We're not making any deals with this woman.
You say that, and she kind of like, gives you a little bit of an eye, Brie, but then she looks towards Brandon and says, the Arcane Brotherhood is on quite the important mission. One that will, well, this one will profit my organization, but more importantly, it will save many lives. And I know as a 10-towner how important the end of the Eternal Winter is. And she goes on to say, there is a place buried deep amongst the ice, a city known as Ythryn. One from a dynasty known as Netherese. And that name... Oh, you can make a history check, for sure. Absolutely. Actually, anyone can make history check or arcana checks. Robin's going... Robin's popping off in the background right now, because he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm geeking out right now, and
yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I know what it is, too.
Yeah.
What does a 14 tell me about Netherese?
A 14 tells you...
Arcana... You know what? Arcana it is. Oh my god. I'm using luck.
Yeah, you
no!
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 I like to imagine you're focused. You're like, okay, brain, come on. I read that book like a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can anyone can make it or just?
Yeah, anyone can
just
make it.
Ragnar?
Anyone can make it if you are curious.
I know that somewhere.
Yeah. I was gonna say
no.
Ragnar. Ragnar is the embodiment of you.
I think it really funny that Ragnar rolled so poorly, but
Yeah.
Brandon and Brie rolled decently.
I'm crying inside.
So Ragnar, you do remember that conversation with Dazan, and honestly, Brie, you even remember that conversation with Dazan. Ragnar hasn't fully connected the dots. He knows about the possibly there being an empire of a long time. Brandon and Brie, you think for a moment, and you remember a vast, at least in the history books, a vast human empire ruled by wizards whose mastery of the weave remains unsurpassed to this day. You remember talk of artifacts known as the Nether Scrolls. You remember talks of Netherese magic so powerful that it would go beyond even that of a wish spell. You've heard of magic that could shear the tops of mountains and lift entire cities into the sky. You also know that this empire fell a long time ago. Much like Icarus, they flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, whoever Icarus is.
Yeah, whoever that is.
whoever this Icarus guy is.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I would say Ydin, if you are curious, that I think you're kind of with Ragnar, where it's like you know that they're like an ancient empire, Netherwell, but you just don't know the details. Brie and Brandon know more of the details at this moment.
No. Ydin isn't smart enough anyway.
To be fair, also Veylinne is standing next to you like, I don't what.
Yeah.
But she goes on to say, I am looking for capable individuals to go on an expedition to find a powerful magical object. One that would have been in a floating city above the sky. One that in this city, when the city came crashing down, is now covered in ice. And only via certain magical means would we be able to enter.
Brandon is going to ask, how powerful is this item?
She tries to hide just a bit of a smile, and she says,
Before the conversation continues, Brie looks at the fact that Brandon's entertaining the conversation, looks back at her, and looks back at the group, and just kind of walks out of the room and just like clicks her tongue and just like, I can't believe we're considering this, and I leave.
Brandon
Okay.
is
Oh,
going to
no.
just nod. I've got a few cards to play. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eden's gonna follow Brie out.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's just one old man and
No,
And
I'm
Ragnar,
still here. Yeah.
yeah,
so
yeah.
Ragnar's there. Yeah.
So
me and Ragnar.
for the perspective of the scene, you see Ydin, you're immediately like, I gotta make sure my friend is okay. And also Viren is not leaving your side, so Viren is following you as well. So Viren, Ydin, and Brie, they don't want to entertain this discussion. But you see Veylinne kind of continue, kind of unfazed by Brie's departure, but she kind of looks towards you, Ragnar, and she looks towards Brandon. And she simply says, I know this is a lot for your party, and I'm to understand you are the pseudo-leader. Am I correct, Brandon Snowwind?
Well, actually, no.
Ragnar tries to raise his hand.
Yeah.
I just
No, no,
elbow.
no.
I just go
kidding.
under the table. I just step on Ragnar's foot. I say, I'm the most experienced, I believe. I wouldn't say leader. But what exactly are you looking for? And how powerful is this item anyway?
This object would be enough to... And she kind of thinks of how she wants to say this, but she says, I know that you understand the gravity of what the Netherese were capable of.
Yes.
They had the power to defy gods. And
Sorry.
you would be surprised to hear, or maybe not, that such an item would be enough to even greatly wound or even kill a god. One that has caused turmoil all over Icewind Dale.
Brandon is going to say, all of this leading to my ultimate question. If this item is so powerful, if it is so difficult to access, if it could grant all of this, will I entrust your fate to mercenaries? The Arcane Brotherhood is not lacking for capable individuals if the Zan is anything to go by.
Well, actually.
So why not get it yourself?
Well, actually.
It's interesting that
Yeah.
you say that. And she says, the Arcane Brotherhood is a bit of a double-edged sword at this particular moment in time. And like I said before, I've seen many a caster with grand promises. But what I said is no lie. You have that fire. And that's what I not want, and that's what I need. I know that you took out the Chardelin Dragon, which is no small feat. And from every bit of information that I've gathered about your party, you've had the best interests of the 10 towns at your forefront. Which means...
I get the feeling she's massaging. Just trying to massage
you know
her
what?
egos.
You know what? Make an insight check.
I
Make an
did,
insight.
12.
A 12?
Is she just trying to massage our egos to get us to do her dirty work?
Honestly, even with a 12, she is being earnest. You get the sense that she is more willing to put her faith in quote-unquote mercenaries who seem to have the best interests of the 10 towns at their forefront than to try and go for maybe potentially more powerful arcane casters that could be more suited for the job. Yeah. You also get the sense when she talks about that fire behind a person's eyes, that is such an important factor to her.
Yeah.
And also, she even actually...
I will message Brandon just by saying, and also, she can easily take us out. If we double cross her. You know what?
I will also say this: even with a 12, she's an old lady, but you know that she is
Age means nothing with magic.
Age means nothing with magic.
All right, so can I reply to Ragnar's message just like telepathically as well? Do I get to do that?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that.
My response is just very simply, I have an ace in my sleeve. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
So I'm, like I said, I'm still looking at her. Yeah, I'm still looking at her.
Okay, you're still looking at her, and she does. She does go.
Her,
oh yes.
I'm trying to give her like the appearance of considering. If it is, I'm appearing at least to consider the offer. I'm going to just say my next question is going to be. Everyone's going to say, well, my next question will be, what is it in it for us? This is a very dangerous thing you're asking of us. If you can't trust your own members to do this, what makes you think we won't double-cross you? And follow up, what makes us think you won't just fireball us once we've done your dirty work?
She takes a long pause to think about how she wants to answer this. And she says, You're one who seems to quite enjoy transparency. I'm assuming you're correct.
Brandon is just going to say, I've been burned one time too many to know that if I'm going to stick my hand in the fire again, I need to take some precautions.
She takes a nod, and she says, I can respect that. Make no mistake. Simply put, I want that artifact. It can advance certain projects, and at this point in time, that is what I require. I am more than willing to use it to stop the Frost Maiden. I am more than willing to use it as a boon for Icewind Dale. But when the dust clears, that artifact will be mine. That is as
afraid of.
And she kind of and as you're saying, that's what I'm afraid of. And she kind of says, you seem like a very pragmatic man, Brandon. If you find a tool, one that could reinforce your home, protect your family, the people that you love, do you just simply leave it buried in the snow? No. You pick it up, you dust it off, maybe you even repair it, and you use the tool to do what you can with.
I agree. But on the other hand, sometimes a tool has a mind of its own. And I am looking her dead in the eye when I say that.
She stares at you and she says, I'm trying to think how she wants to do it. If...
Yeah.
Looking at the huge sugar shuttle.
By the way, did we burn that?
You sealed it. You haven't
Not
burned
yet.
it yet.
Not yet. We haven't.
So we can do
turned
that
to
later.
Yeah.
We can do that later.
You could
Can
also
I make a quick history check or like an Arcana check or something to try to figure out like independently like likely where she's talking about, because I've been up and down Icewind Dale my whole life.
You start to try and think about it, and she says, if you want more details, I can give you the cliff notes, but I don't want to give too much away until I know that your group is committed. But essentially, there was a floating city above Icewind Dale, and it came crashing down.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, that's what a floating city does, Ragnar.
No. I know Dude. Okay. I was just like, there was? Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
And one thing or the other, and this is unfortunate that your friend seemed to have left. Brie's son has made her way onto this quest. Killian is making his way over to Ythryn as we speak. That's what I sent him. So you kind of connect the dots and you think about some of the conversation. Well, no check required. You're like, Ythryn is the city that she's talking about.
I know Ythryn is the city she's talking about. I'm trying to guess where Ythryn is located. It's general
okay, sorry.
Of the Dale.
She is going to explain that in a second. She goes, I sent Killian on that quest many years ago, and I sent Tali there as well, but she did not go alone. Yeah, Ydin's like years. Yeah, about that.
I mean, this has been going on for what? Like, the cold's been going on for like 3 years now.
Well, the cold has been going on for several years, but now you're starting to think, oh, the Arcane Brotherhood might have been searching for this thing for a lot longer than the 2 years of this eternal winter.
Yeah.
But she says the floating city is most likely encased in the Ragged Glacier. And you know, Brandon, that the Ragged Glacier is this massive, like, chunk of ice to the east.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she goes,
the Ragged tribes live there.
Yes. And it is inaccessible unless via magic means. I will finish off.
How do you mean magic? As in, like, you need to melt your way through, or just straight up teleport inside?
Something like that. I will give you more details once I know your group is committed, but I do have a parting message for you that you can give to Brie.
Yes.
Let her know that I understand that she is upset with me, but I also know that she has that fire, and I have a feeling she wants her family back. And make no mistake that if she wants to rekindle those relationships that she has broken, she's going to need to make some compromises with me. She can hate me all she wants, by all the means, I understand that. But she has to understand that if she wants to bring her family back from the brink, she's going to have to work with me. But that is her... I don't know her.
You don't know her, because if you did, you'd know she could do that without you.
Veylinne thinks long and hard about that. Bars! And she says...
going to say, I'm sure you believe you have Icewind Dale's interests at heart. But I will not lead these people to do your dirty work, only to have you just drop a fireball on us and take everything from us once you're done, once you've got what you want. If I am the leader you say I am, then that would be a gross dereliction of duty. And now I think Ragnar and I will take our leave.
Well,
very she as you say that, she thinks for a moment. She says, well, that is a bit of a disappointment, but it is understandable. I will have to be looking for other brave individuals at this particular time. But if you do change your mind, I will be here.
Brendan's gonna nod and say, may the execution your cat's paws get be swift and painless. And he's going to just stand up and walk out and gesture for Ragnar to follow.
Well, you can walk out first.
Are you gonna say any passing thoughts
I'm
to?
I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
You're gonna talk to her private. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, Brie and Ydin.
No, I know. Brie and Ydin can go first. Brie and Ydin can go first.
You know what? Sure. We'll
I want to see what. No, let's finish. So I want to see what this leads to. No,
as long as you're okay with that, it's like
I am.
Sure. Okay.
Where's he going?
All right. So Ragnar, you are alone with Veylinne.
Yeah.
And
all right. Now
yes.
Can I actually after I shut the door? Can I just lean against it, like casually, almost like I'm guarding it, but I want to listen to what's going on inside.
I will say I want you to make a perception check, and depending on how well you roll, there's going to be full conversations or bits and pieces.
That's 14.
14.
Do I get the gist of the conversation at least?
Hold on, I'm going to roll something.
Yeah. Oh, magic protection.
You You
Sort of.
will actually be able to hear a good chunk of this conversation. There might
Alright.
be like a
Okay,
couple
good.
like very little words that you might miss. You're getting older, man. You're losing a little bit of your hearing.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to say to Veylinne, Ragnar?
Now that we're alone, so I know you've been straightforward, and I kind of expect nothing less because, you know, whatever we do, it's kind of benefiting to your agenda. I just want to ask, what did you do to Killian to make him so, you know, heads on believed into your cause?
What did I do to Killian? And she takes a look at it. Ragnar, I've been saying it multiple times, and I'm sorry if the truth hurts, but it's the truth. I didn't do anything. He simply came to me in a broken state, wanting answers. And I told him
But the answer
that I could give him. I told him that the magic that is part of this artifact is enough that it would be beyond a wish spell. So maybe you can connect the dots as to what you think Killian wants.
I understand that, but what's the guarantee that you know this artifact could
Guys,
bring his family back?
There are no guarantees, but I can tell you this. He was looking for any answer, and that was enough.
sorry, I'll be back in like a couple minutes.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
something I
go
need
for
to
it.
do.
Go for it.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
So you gave him a dream, sort of.
I gave him a glorious purpose. And make no mistake, he would have driven himself. He would have driven himself to the edge without such a purpose. I've seen many men and many women fall to that fate. There's a timeline of events in which he simply had no answers. He would have drank himself to death, and then Tali would have been an orphan, probably wouldn't have survived the eternal winter at the younger age that she was. So yes, maybe perhaps I did some manipulating if you want to conscrew my words, but I will make it clear that you need to understand that regardless of whether or not you guys trust me, there are other individuals who are making their way for that artifact. Dazan is probably on his way right now. And to be perfectly honest, I don't trust Dazan to have the moral obligations that I have, despite what your party thinks of me.
Well, I know with our time together, I know you've been truthful. And I totally understand truth can also be misplaced. So I will try to convince the group to join the, well, path, but not because we trusted you, but because we have reasons to do so.
She does nod. And she says, "Look, I appreciate that. If you want more details, once the party has had a day or two to simmer on this information, I will be here."
I want to know one thing else, like one more thing. As far as the agents you've sent out, how many? And who are they? Because I don't want to get my back, like, stabbed by one of them just because we cross paths.
I think she's actually willing to give you some information, even though she was holding back until
Yeah,
she
I
actually
totally
got
get it.
a
Like,
until she
yeah.
got it. You know, actually, no. I want you to make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Because you guys actually, you have every
We're on
reason
the
to not be
fence,
nice to this
yeah,
lady,
yeah.
but she has no reason to give. She's already given a lot of information.
Yeah. So, all right, persuasion check 17. I will add this, okay, after the roll, okay. I will say it's also for your own benefit. You wouldn't want two groups fighting when there's a chance that this might lead to whatever you want. One of us might get a lead and get backstabbed and died, and the lead is buried.
There is a rogue member, and it's not Dazan, who is a very big problem in this
Claudia?
regard. No, not Claudia. Claudia's the one traveling with Tali right now.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to
okay
send
that
her.
in my mind. I don't speak.
You go, yeah. And
I don't speak
that
or
was the
reveal
other-
anything.
That was the other big
Yeah.
reveal right now.
Yeah.
Is that Claudia and Tali are their own adventuring party right now.
By the way,
And Bree's like, huh?
Bree's not here.
I
I'm
told
doing
you
this.
there will
I'm
be
telling-
consequences.
I have every
Oh,
intention of telling Brie. What did I miss up until this point?
She has just Ragnar has basically kind of said, look, I'm going to try and talk to the party and
convince them
maybe
to join,
convince them that despite everybody hating her, that they may need to actually do this. But she's also going into detail saying there is a Arcane Brotherhood member named Nass who stole some very key magical items that will be required to break through the ice. So currently, we have Dazan, who's God knows where, and we have Nass, who are two parties of interest who are already making their way towards Ythryn.
Where is Nass, though? We could start from him.
I have some leads, but I'm under no obligation to give them to you until I know your party is on board.
All right, and then you'll get that confirmation later.
Look, I know that this is stressful for everybody, but we're on a time. We're on a clock here, Ragnar. And you need to make it clear to them that if Dazan or Nass or any other individual gets a lead on this, the Eternal Winter might be the least of our problems.
You know me, I can be very persuasive when need be. So yeah, I will try to talk them into this.
Splendid.
All right.
Now, I suggest you use your time in Brynstrander
Yep.
to your advantage.
All right. I'll walk out.
And you walk out. And as you try and walk out, the door's a little heavier for some reason, but then all of a sudden it gets a little less light.
Okay. Huh. I pushed open and I see Brandon. I was like, I thought you left.
Brandon is
Come on,
to
we
say.
have something to do.
All right. So Brandon and Ragnar are trying to regroup. And currently we are going to cut to Brie, Ydin, and Veylinne. So Brie, you're having a rough time. This is not a good
most reasonable crash out of 2025.
Okay.
No, wait, okay. I do want to say though, can it be just like our group first? Because you guys had like a long conversation. I kind of want the Brie want to like crash out without like the convincing just yet. I just want to crash out.
You want to
Okay.
crash out? Okay.
Yeah, I legitimately want to crash out.
Okay. Yeah.
Go girl.
Brie kind of just like, for some reason, this just eerily quiet walk. Like, we're in Brynstrander, out of town. Like, eerily quiet for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then the moment like we get into like the wilderness,
Yep.
Brie like starts like hard kicking a tree. Like hard kicking it again and again and again. And is like unironically just like seething. And then like looks, and then she just looks towards like Veylinne and like Ydin.
Oh my god.
Stare.
And the look in her
Veylinne is being quiet. He is like, he's not making any snarky remarks. He clearly sees you're having a moment.
Yeah, and then for the first time, like Brie's eyes, you now understand like why like she's from the wolf tribe. Her eyes are so much different now, and she just starts going. Sorry, I'm gonna go a bit on the crash out here. I'm so sorry.
Go,
guys.
girl.
But, like,
Go for
she
it.
just goes like, in a single moment, I have not have felt as powerless. I have never felt in a single moment that the 100 years of my life has gone to waste. For now, I just realized the fault of centuries that I have lived is that I did not stay by my family's side. I just kick the tree. And I kick it and I kick it and I kick it. This all started when these arcanists, these wizards that they think they know better, that they know that they have knowledge that is so much more important than human lives. My clan was dead because of an entire prophecy that has never come true. It's been 200 years. And I'm the only one left. Now this person now claims that she's not a manipulator, and I don't care. She's an opportunist like the sun. Made a bet with me, put Brandon's life on the line. Does it not mean anything to these people? Nothing.
There's this eerily quiet, like, lingering, like, tension in the woods outside as the snow begins to fall, and Veylinne kind of looks to Ydin and kind of says, I don't know, should I say something or should I just keep my mouth shut?
Shut up.
Okay.
Listen, Brie. She was a fucking asshole. None of what she said was true. She doesn't know your story. Neither does your son.
And then I punched the tree because no, it's true. That's why I'm so angry. I broke my family. I left them because I was scared that if they were to die, I would see them with my own eyes. The same time that I saw my original tribe die. And I lied to myself. I lied to myself that if I ran away, that my people won't kill them. I lied to myself because I'm just scared. And look where it got me. Look where it got my family, my granddaughter, my own son. Years wasted to just revive a family because I wasn't there to help. I'm done with that. I'm done leaving the fate of the people that I love to those with greater influence, with greater power. I have time. And with that time. And then you see Ydin kind of just like an entire shift in her mindset. As the wind howls, she says, maybe it's just easier that we just kill them all.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, Jesus! Veylinne,
Kill who?
Veylinne is actually gonna actually speak up for because at this point he actually has something he wants to say. It's like, are you referring to the Arcane Brotherhood? I'm assuming.
Every single person that crosses me and my family, my tribe, the Arcane Brotherhood, I have time.
Veylinne kind of thinks for a moment as to what he wants to say, and he actually does have something he wants to say. Look, I can't even begin to say, or I can't exactly relate completely to the situation you're in. All I can say is that I've made a lot of mistakes, and you've given me the opportunity to try and fix things. Look, I don't know all the details about what this lady knows or doesn't know, but why don't we just start by finding your family? We can figure out how we want to deal with the Arcane Brotherhood. Yeah, maybe they do need to be stopped. Maybe we just need to, I don't know. But all I know is that you definitely deserve more than the hand that you were dealt. You've done so much for... Yeah. Oh, sorry, you were going to say?
I just look towards Eden. I just say, if there are vultures around, eating innocent lives, their corpses, their life, shouldn't you just end them? Protect lives, innocent people.
I'm worried that you're thinking of these people's lives so animalistically. You're trying to dehumanize them. Brie, can you look at their faces when you kill them and be happy knowing that you did it?
He looks towards you and then says that I can say yes now, but I can be sure and tell you that the people that killed my family and they saw my horror in my face, they were definitely smiling.
Oof.
Jesus. I'm scared of Brie.
And then I
Mama
put
Bear is so scary.
Yeah, holy shit.
I walk forward towards Eden and I put a hand on your shoulder and I just say that you're a good girl, Eden. Viren, you too. Despite your mistakes, you are trying to be better. But this time for me, I've been running away for far too long.
Can Brandon walk in and just?
I would say you Ragnar and Brandon, you caught a good chunk of the end of that conversation.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you were
So Brandon is coming in and say, "Well said. There's no deal with her. She is absolutely going to fireball us once we get our dirty work done. Think what Ragnar does to people, but done to us instead."
Actually, I want to counter Brandon's argument. I was like, okay, I totally get it. Brie, I feel your emotion. That is entirely how I felt when I faced Kalia. It's just that Veylinne is not. Veylinne is 100% an opportunist, and she is definitely using us to get to her end. But there is a but in here. Think of your son. He is doing all this trying to get back his own family. And if we took that away, or if we stop him, he will fight tooth and nail to get what he wants. And I don't like seeing you suffer. Or him. He might regret this. I bet he will regret this. But that will be way too late. So, I would propose this. Okay? Let's play along with the plan. I'm not saying to be okay with all of this, but we play along. We find the ancient magical source, whatever that is. We claim it. We use it as a bargaining chip. Because right now we have no bargaining chip. We have no bargaining power. We can't do anything about it if we just stand idly by. And also, Brandon, if she's telling the truth, and although I don't like her, I don't trust her, but on this very goal, she is telling the truth. If we let this happen and we wasted our time, Icewind Dale might be under the Maiden's control forever.
Brandon is going to say, "That sounds wonderful, Ragnar. But I don't want to be killed or worse, trapped under the ice, while she just teleports in, grabs what we suffered to get, and then teleports back out. If this weapon is so powerful that it can bring down a god, then she is absolutely going to use it for herself. And once she's done with the god, what's to say she doesn't use it to build her own little kingdom up here in Icewind Dale?
That is why I say we play along in the beginning until we find the device. All right? We have something that everyone needs or wants. That is
Here's
when...
the thing about that, Ragnar.
Okay,
Here's the thing about that.
go for it.
If you're going to bargain with someone like her, you need to strike a balance. You need to be strong enough that she can't simply blow you up to take what she wants, but not so strong that you warrant immediately being destroyed. That's not a balancing act we can do, I think. And if we can get that item, we immediately tip over into you need to be destroyed.
Can't we
Sorry.
just pair up with Dazan?
I mean,
can.
that might be a possibility. We
I just
instead
want to say, she's implying that there's different factions in the Arcane Brotherhood that are working against each other to try to get this item.
Viren actually is going to say something from his perspective.
Mhm.
He's going to say, "Look, I think that there's a possibility that we could go to the Zan route, like, you know, agreeing with Ydin. Like, look, let's be realistic here. Either we follow Dazan and we try and make our way to Ythryn with his help. We follow Veylinne and we play along, or we try and do this by ourselves. The issue
there-
is, sorry, what were you gonna say, Brandon?
From my understanding, the big issue with Ythryn is we can't get in without magic. Is that right?
So I will give you guys a little bit of information. One of the things that, at least with the and Ragnar kind of gives a little bit of information from the
Yeah.
conversation he has
Nass, yeah.
with Nass, is that you're beginning to come to the realization that there are pieces to the puzzle that you guys will need to get to Ythryn. The issue is you can, and honestly, I am totally down if you guys want to just say, fuck y'all, we're doing this our own way. The problem is that you
We're gonna
don't
miss
even
a
know
lot of
what
pieces.
you don't even know what the puzzle pieces you're looking for look
Yes.
like, right? And that's going to take time.
Yeah. And time
So
is what we lack
one
at
of
the
the issues right now that I see that you guys are going to have to think about is, who do you want to put your faith in? Do you want to put your faith in Veylinne? Do you want to put your faith in Dazan? Or do you want to just put your faith in yourselves? Those are more than reasonable options to kind of like continue this.
Yes.
But Viren will also say, look, as somebody who's had some personal experience recently, we're all under a lot of stress right now. And when you're in that kind of state, you tend to make very bad decisions. So I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but maybe we should just give it a day. Let's just think about what we want to do before we commit to anything. I know we're on a time crunch, but I don't think we should be making any. We shouldn't be just making any rash
Rushing to
Agree.
conclusions. I
But-
understand that. Yeah.
But are we on a time crunch? Or is Veylinne going to give us the illusion that we're on a time crunch?
I mean, she could be lying about that, but like I said, Ragnar seems to be under the impression that's a good chunk of what she said is truth,
Like
but at
Brandon.
the same time,
Brandon. And everyone. I'm speaking this not because I like her, just because I know manipulation when I see one. She's definitely using us to get to her end, but she's not faking the urgency. Because, let's just put it this way. She has many more operatives in the field, which, by the way, Tali and Claudia are now together now. They are also in the hunt. So if we we can totally say we're not joining her side. But the fact remains that she has more resources in the field and more knowledge of the pieces than all of us. So she
You see
doesn't
Brie
have
kind
the
of actually raise her
reason to
hand.
fake it.
Oh,
Yeah, go
Oh,
for it.
what were you gonna say,
Go
Brie?
for it?
You see that Brie just says that
Yep.
out of everyone here, I do want to do this on my own. But I do sense that Ragnar's right.
Brandon's going to say, Brie, I guarantee if you set out into that ice field, you will not come back.
I cross my arms and I just say, we
have.
have to pick one or the other. It's the Zahn or her. And
Actually,
the thing is,
Actually, that's what I'm proposing. We play along, but we are on our own path. We took information from the side, but we
Yeah.
don't necessarily join their side.
I cannot. The thing is, I rather actually side with her rather than the Zahn.
Really?
Really?
Call you have.
What
Really?
did the Zone
I
You-
show my sleeve.
You do show the. Oh, that's right. You haven't explained that to
I
her.
showed my
Boy, we
my
have
sleeve
no
and I
clue
say-
you did this.
I say, and she said, Ragnar, Brandon, he said that I plead for your life, and he took that chance that I must now follow. I owe him a favor. If I didn't, he wasn't gonna be there to fly up and save you. He wouldn't have teleported us to town.
Wait,
So
you
while
wouldn't made a deal with him. Can I see
made the
that?
deal because I show the thingy.
All right, I will.
You show the arcane sigils on.
do I know
Yeah.
what it is? Can I? Take a look?
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Ragnar. This is the horrifying thought that goes through your mind right now.
Yeah. He a
You have
devil?
never seen.
Mhm.
You have never seen anything like this. And with the conversations of bygone eras of magic, you consider the option that whatever he cast could have actually been something that he had learned from other excavations.
Such as.
And mechanically, I refer to this as deep magic, which is magic that is beyond the scope
Oh my.
of any official books.
I know.
And
I've
it
seen
is
this
beyond-
already. Oh my god.
And sorry, what were you gonna say, Brie?
I just then reply with, compared to Veylinne, the Zan actually put your lives on the line. He wouldn't have saved you if I didn't make a deal. At least Veylinne just offered. Let them choose to accept or deny. The Zan... It was my choice, but you understand that the Zan treated your lives as an opportunity to get what he wanted.
What do you think Veylinne's gonna do?
Veylinne or the
We
Zan?
can debate this the
The-
whole day. All right.
But then that's why I
Basically,
say
you're
we...
saying Design used our lives as an opportunity to get what he wants. Veylinne's doing the
Veylinne
same
will do
thing.
the same, but like in his inner head, it's like the Zon's not any better at this point.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think
like-
I think the point Bree's trying to make, Brandon, is that it's very clear that like there's physical evidence that
Dazan
Dazan
already
is
did it.
more
Yeah.
more than willing
Yeah.
to throw you guys under the the bus.
Yep.
Whereas like you guys are right, you know, like you guys are like, you know, have enough evidence to assume that Veylinne would do the same,
Yeah.
but there's no actual physical evidence
Yes.
of Veylinne doing the same.
She's not doing it
So it's-
now, which Dazan already did it. That's
So it's
Yeah.
the devil you know versus the angel you don't.
Yes, that's kind of, I think.
that's a pretty good saying, actually.
Yeah.
That's a pretty. And then I look towards Ydin.
Just to
Like,
understand why I'm leaning more towards Design. We know he's going to screw us over, and more importantly, we have a pretty good idea of how he'll do it.
yeah, it's me.
God damn it. All right.
It's like,
wait.
yeah,
Okay.
what were you
DM,
gonna say right
You
now?
were
Yes.
saying something about the the magical binding. Please tell us more about it. What you were gonna say?
I'm not telling you shit.
No. You were gonna say something before Brandon cuts you off.
Okay.
Come on.
Here's what I will say. I will say these are a couple thoughts that you may need to consider.
Okay.
One, the thought of we don't know what this thing is that Dazan has cast, and there might be a person who could actually remove it. That's another thing to consider. The thing is that whether or not that person would be willing to do it is, up to the choices that the party decides to make. I think at this point, you guys have seen several different roads, and it does seem like you guys are leaning more to using Veylinne as a means to an end, not trusting
What does
her.
Ydin think?
I actually, yeah. What is Ydin's perspective?
I look towards
on that?
Ydin.
I really don't see why we can't just follow Tali instead.
That's another option. Is just try and follow the footprints of Tali and Claudia.
Yeah, Ydin.
We can always strong arm her into helping us.
Yeah, we can
Because
totally
as you
follow
said, if
her.
she just wants her family, then you're her family.
Yeah, but Ydin, we can totally
Also-
follow her. It's just that, like, she is also an operative of Veylinne. Like, she and Claudia, well, she's definitely under the influence of Claudia as well.
You also don't necessarily know what mission that Veylinne sent. This is part of the reason why when Brie went like "fuck this bitch" and left, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna miss some. They're gonna miss some details."
Oh no. Yeah.
However, one thing I will say is that Ydin is correct. You could absolutely go the Tali route.
Yeah, but doesn't she also follow?
You don't know if they're also using like Veylinne as a means to an end.
Also, this is another thing, and I'm going to say this for Brie as another thing to consider. If you're just fishing for information, you do have sending.
Oh yeah.
I do, but like I only have one left.
Well, you can do it now and then take a rest. We are resting anyway. We're not gonna rush to any conclusion at this point.
Yeah.
Sure, but Ydin, you're gonna say like someone's using Veylinne to an end?
Tali and
uh,
Claudia could just be using Veylinne as a means to an end in the same way that we're probably thinking.
I mean, I really
Who wants
wish,
to partner up with her?
I really wish you're right, Ydin, but the truth is, Tali was like not her best self when we left, when we part ways.
What, so she was searching for another mother figure?
More
Please,
like
she's a
she's
smart
searching
girl.
for.
I believe in her.
Okay, more like she's searching for a goal. Same as, and I mean this with utmost respect, Brie, same as Killian.
She's then probably looking for her father. I just think that they're probably going to the same place.
Viren kind of thinks for a moment, and he says, "Look, let's just table this for now. Let's get some rest. Let's get something to eat. Let's think about this, and then we'll commit to our new destination tomorrow."
Yeah.
I think that's the best that we can do at this moment.
Yeah. I agree.
And
All right.
Brandon is just gonna nod and say, "Yeah, we need to. A little rest will do us good."
All right. So you make your way back to Bryn Shander.
There's something I
Viren.
want to do. I have a plan, but it's so risky.
Oh, it's so
Oh, you
risky.
can ponder.
You
it.
know
You
what?
can ponder on
I
it
love
before
it.
you
Okay,
rest.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just talk about this out of character first.
Do it.
Okay.
Right? I really want to get this deal out of my arm because
Totally
I
get
feel like it's gonna, now knowing the like sort of climate environment around like this favor, it's gonna explode
Yep.
in my face because my family is involved, right? There are different factions within the Arcane Brotherhood. From
The
what I
fate
know,
of
the
Icewind
Zahn
Dale.
and like Veylinne are like different they're both like prominent figures, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it seems like Dazan is sort of doing his own thing, right?
So, I'll give you some more information, and I think this is important. Is that I've described the Arcane Brotherhood as basically being like the stockbrokers from the Wolf of Wall Street, where it's like they're all working together, but they all are very single-minded in their goals.
So, is it fair to say that they're sort of adversaries at this point in time?
Sort of.
I would say it is correct to assume that Dazan does not have the interests of Veylinne in mind, and also the other Arcane Brotherhood member who you have never met and have very little information about, this Nass, also seems to be on her own little mission. So if anything, you do realize that yes, the Arcane Brotherhood, despite being a faction, is a very splintered one.
Yeah, it's a loose faction. Everyone's working for their own angle.
The other thing you're also considering, as far as like a vendetta, if that's the route you want to consider, is that there's currently only 3 members in the Arcane Brotherhood, minus like the guards, like prominent members, members that have like enough power to actually do something. So that might be another thing to consider.
Yep.
Yeah, because my crazy plan was I want to get out of this thing because the Zon is most likely going to use it on me.
Okay.
Right? So my plan is, this is a bit nuclear, but kind of like in the correct, it's like a plan that in Brie's headspace makes perfect sense. I want to walk into Veylinne alone and declare that if, like, I will join her only if she removes the thing on my arm. And if she doesn't and says she can't trust me, I will tell her straight up, I'll go straight to the Zon.
You know what? Openly threatening her is a tactic.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's great.
That's why, and the reason why I'll go alone, just a bit of a power move, is like, kill me now, my group will go to the Zon.
Okay. Yeah, you want to go talk to Veylinne? I'm down for that.
Wait, guys, can we go with this, please? It's just Bree's kind of like having a moment.
Okay.
What does everyone think, though? I need the consent of everyone because I don't think it might not work.
Because like I said, I do have an ace up my sleeve for dealing with these Arcane Brotherhood types.
Okay.
But
guys. I want to say this. Do you do this? Like, are you asking us as player, or are you doing this as Brie? Behind
I'm
our back,
asking like the players if they're fine with it, and then Brie will bring it up to the party.
So you will bring up
like,
the party.
I will bring it up because it doesn't work. Like if I die, right, you guys won't know to go to the Zon.
Yeah. Okay.
So Brie brings up the thought, saying that right now, if we want to like have our own way, our own path, that we can walk and like make sure this artifact doesn't get in the wrong hands, the first step is that Brie needs to remove this, because if we don't, Brie is most likely going to have to lay her life down to make sure it doesn't get to the wrong hands, because that is sort of like the nature of the deal.
Okay. Ragnar will say this. This is Ragnar talking. So if you like, wait, we are still discussing at the player level, right?
I would say like you guys were hitting back, and then this idea popped in Brie's head.
Yeah. So we're discussing this at a player level.
Yeah.
Okay. As a player, I will probably say the same thing as Ragnar. She will likely just stall, even if she knows how. Okay? How will she stall? She will say, I think I know a thing or two about this. I might need to check the magic, but I promise you, if you help me, I will help you remove this.
That's why I'll say, if you don't do it now, I'll go straight to the Zon.
But she will probably say this. She will probably say, okay, this is a powerful magic.
I will also say,
now.
Ragnar, like, you also, these are assumptions.
Yes.
You actually don't necessarily know.
No, we're discussing at the player level.
I will say this to save you some time.
Okay.
Is that just having the conversation might be worth it. Like, even just having that conversation, no matter where that conversation goes, it might still be worth doing.
You know what? Okay, now goes back to player like it goes back to character. Like, so Ragnar was saying, if you want to do this, we'll be outside. We'll be like somewhere nearby to make sure you're safe. But I don't like this because there's so many ways she could twist it. She could use this. Because she knows another condition of you that she could use. That alone is a powerful information. But if you want to try this, I will 100% back you up.
The least we Veylinne actually says the least we could do is be outside for backup just in case if things go wrong. But I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world.
It's not the worst.
If anything, this might be an olive branch. If she clearly wants us, this might be a way for her to prove to us that she's at least willing to meet us halfway.
Brandon is going to say, I have implied to her that she was trying to manipulate us by saying that she could reconnect you with your kid, and I told her that you could do that without her.
Well, that's true, but this is more than just my kid. It's about your family. It's about the entire land. That I do not forget. Eternal winter has been a curse on us all. I see that. I see it upon your family. The lands, the plants, the soil, everything. Despite how much I do know that I can just be there for my family. There's yours to consider. There's hundreds of families to consider around these parts.
Alright, do you want to do this?
I do.
Alright, I'll back you
And Veylinne and Dazan might be the best way to get to these artifacts. And we just have to pray in our power and our faith that we can actually beat them back.
Veylinne kind of says, listen, we've killed a fucking dragon. I think we can do it.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, high five.
Alright, Ragnar just mutters, that's you never go against Veylinne for a reason.
You know what? I will go with them because, like I said, I still have an ace up my sleeve if things go sideways.
Okay.
And I do say that, listen, this is not the end. We still have your order to overthrow.
Yeah, Veylinne and Ydin are just like, Veylinne looks at Ydin and goes, yeah, let's, we could talk about that.
we can workshop it after this.
There's a lot going, Veylinne's like, there's a lot going on
There's
right
so
now.
many factions, so many stuff to do.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll return to the, I guess the group's
Veylinne.
with me, but I do want to
Yes.
engage to Veylinne
Yes.
alone first.
Okay, so for the purposes of the narrative, you guys will return to Prince Shander, having that, moment to really discuss and talk about different actions and kind of workshop what you plan to do moving forward.
All right.
You make your way back to Prince Shander. And even some of you are on board. Some of you are like, I'm not too sure. Some of you have like, I have an ace up my sleeve. But regardless, you do let Brie enter the room by herself.
Yeah.
And it's just Veylinne. She just was staring out a window at the moment, just looking at the snow falling. And she turns back to you. Not much of a reaction. Just, I see. You've come to discuss with me privately.
Well, that is a word you could use. I kind of look towards out the same window, and you say you're not the manipulator, but Dazan has used quite an apt word to describe himself, and I feel like it applies to you. Both of you are opportunists.
She kind of thinks for a moment how to respond to that and go, did he say something about opportunists being a byproduct of our organization?
No, he just said that's what he was, and in all honesty, that's what you are as well.
Fair enough.
And I do say, and there's an opportunity that I shall present to you. You know the mark on my sleeve, on my arm.
I do.
And I'm sure you already have hints that Dazan has placed it on me.
I do.
So here's the opportunity. If you can remove this from my arm, our group will side with you. If you don't, we'll go straight to Dazan.
Where's my dice? There it is. She thinks long and hard, and there's just this lingering silence in this room. She looks at you. Done. I will remove that arcane mark amongst your arm. I will give you some more details as to what we will need, and then we'll be on our way in a day. And if all goes well, you'll get your family back.
I have a bit of a smile, and I just say, well, you are quite an opportunist indeed. And I kind of give her my arm for her to remove it.
Take a seat, and this is going to take some time. And she immediately goes to like one of the little shelves, and she has like basically it's almost like magical surgical tools. And as you kind of lay the arm on the table, she says, you got a book to read or something? This is going to take hours.
Wow, and Dazan applied it. You see Breach kind of like, and how did Dazan apply it in a couple minutes? You know what?
Applying it is one thing, removing it is another entirely.
All right, fine. I kind of call towards the door. Guys, the deal has been made.
All right.
I guess we can just enter, not wait for
We're good,
hours.
we're
Yeah.
Are you guys all gonna walk in and go, oh, we want to watch this? It's like one of those YouTube videos.
No, I will watch this. I kind of need more information on Veylinne as much as
I
possible.
guess I guess it's a perfect time for them to also just tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And as she continues the process, and this will actually be a pseudo long rest because it is going to take 8 hours for her to remove this. Yeah, it is a process, and you're actually starting to realize that this deep magic is nothing to sneeze at. But as she's kind of working on her arm, she kind of goes and gives a few more details. And she says, well, now that we have an agreement, there are a couple things we will need to gather on our way. First off, there is the Codicil of White. It is apparently a magical book that has the specific... Let's just say it has the arcane power that we're going to need to properly break through the ice and make our way to Ythryn. And I did have a heirloom known as a professor orb that would give me the ability to use such a device. Unfortunately, that little shit Nass stole it in the middle of the night.
You know where he went? Direction? Maybe?
She is probably heading northward towards the Sea of Floating Ice. There is a fortress that is under the influence of the Frost Maiden herself. That is our next destination.
I mean, you are going with us.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not about to let you all risk your lives and simply sit back and kick my feet off. I will be there.
But you normally don't do that.
I normally don't do many things, but desperate times come from desperate actions. And she kind of like keeps working, like looking. It is very interesting. Like she's so calculated in how she's talking, and even having that conversation with you, Rignar, she just very effortlessly goes back to Brie's arm, and it's scary how precise and how effective she is.
Okay, since we're kind of like in cahoots, lack of a better word, I just straight up ask, so what exactly is Dazan's want out of all of this, especially with the artifact?
If I had to recall, it might be to get him out of that current predicament he threw himself into. There was a spire, I don't know if you heard about this, that was buried underground that I sent Claudia to go investigate several weeks ago. I don't know if she made it or not. Oh no, she did tell me. I'm sorry about that. She went to the Dark Duchess first, and I sent her there to go and track down Nass. But she bumped into you, and then something about a dragon or whatever.
Yep.
Something to be glossed over, I guess.
Dragon. Yep.
You get this
Dragon.
It's pretty funny because you're starting to think Claudia didn't want to talk about the shit show that was the dragon encounter.
Yeah.
But she returned to me without a spell book, so I had to, get a new one for her.
Well, I got it
And,
for her. It's right here, so yeah.
She looks up and looks at the spell book, and she goes, "I'm starting to understand the details that she left
That
out."
shit show was her own doing.
Well,
you get
that
that.
shit show is at least beneficial to little Tali, because it meant that Claudia was around for me to send her with Tali.
Hey, unexpected.
And,
If Tali kept going with us, Tali would be there with the dragon, so
Yeah.
yeah.
She kind of, you see Veylinne kind of shrug and kind of go, well, regardless, hopefully we can find her.
You mentioned
I'm
the
curious
Dark
how-
Duchess. Who was that?
The boat. It was the boat
Oh,
you
okay.
guys where you fought
Oh,
the
okay.
dragon.
Yeah, got it.
She also goes into more detail about Dazan and talks about the Spire. Apparently, he had been recruiting adventurers to go into that underground spire. And at first, it seemed all, legit, until I guess people started realizing that he was sending adventurers into that spire to pseudo set off the traps.
That old tactic.
Yep.
And let's just say East Haven got a word of it, and they burned him at the stake.
They burned him?
Oh yeah, it was quite the show. Apparently, threw him on the pyre,
on.
and he.
But we just saw him not too long ago.
If
You know,
you think,
Simulacrum.
if you, she actually kind of laughs. So my first thought was certainly that was not the real body, but I had to go investigate on my own, and it actually was, surprisingly.
Oh my god.
Which means
So the
the fool
simulacrum
has.
survived?
It sounds like Dazan might have a way to make more than just one simulacrum. There are other forms of deep magic that are similar to simulacrum, but are even more powerful, and are some, I'm afraid to say, beyond my understanding. Dazan must have found such a means of doing it. I have a feeling that there have been multiple Dazans running around Icewind Dale, probably with similar goals, and once they heard that the original Prime Dazan was burnt at the stake, well, now they had a desperate need to create a new Prime Dazan. Because simulacrums, well,
They need a master.
they have a time. They need a master, but more importantly, simulacrums have a time limit. But this is not the normal simulacrum spell.
How
It's-
did someone powerful as the Zon just get burnt by a bunch of
Yeah.
villagers?
This is so
And
weird.
you see Veylinne kind of laugh. You would be surprised the fates of some of the most powerful individuals. I once read a history book about a man known as Chainblade. Apparently, he fought off an army of like 1,000 orcs single-handedly, and he died on the shitter. So, yes, even the most powerful of individuals can get taken out via the most ridiculous and mundane of ways. If I had to guess, he might have gotten a little too cocky in East Haven and thought that he was beyond retribution.
Huh.
I, for one, like to make contingencies. And she kind of is keep working on the with the scalpel. She looks like she is actually almost finishing up at this moment.
Okay.
And she does say, as far as Dazan's reason for doing all this, well, it's probably because of his association with a different organization before the Arcane Brotherhood.
Which is...
Have you ever heard of Red Wizards?
Oh
my god, sorry. That we have to play. Oh my god.
How many factions did you put in this campaign, dude?
So
What
you
the
know
fuck,
what's really
man?
funny? This is mostly the module. Like
Seriously?
it's kind of crazy
What the
how much
fuck?
detail they put.
Jay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you watch the D&D movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main villain is
Oh
the
my
Red
God.
Wizard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And remember
This
those
one-
friendly
I
wizards?
feel like I
Yeah.
dodged a nuclear missile with this one, boys. I'll be
Oh
real.
my God.
That's what I was like, let's put our faith into Zan. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, that's why, like, when I heard that, I was like, wait, guys, you need to know that he kind of put your lives, like, literally on the scale
Yeah.
and was using to make a deal with me. So it's like, he's not better. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's really funny. I was like, wow. I was thinking to myself, oh, that could be a route. But she kind of goes into more detail and says, well, regardless of what you know about the Wizards of Thay, they are a notorious group of individuals that are far worse than whatever the meanest of member of well, not mine, but the Arcane Brotherhood could create. If I had to guess at this point, he wants the artifact to 1, make him a new body, and 2, perhaps a bargaining chip with the Wizards of Thay. It sounds like he was kicked out of it, and hence why he ended up looking for other factions to join. Like I said, these are all hearsay and my interpretation of events, but as I'm finishing up, do you have any more questions?
Well, we need we need supplies. To be fair, we need to,
Oh, we can absolutely get supplies before we make our way northward.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going to say we are going to need transportation. There is a druid that I've learned about. His name is let me. What did I say?
oh no, we already handled the druid that's been awakening.
No. I think it's the.
Is that another druid?
No.
Oh, there's
the
other
first
druids,
druid we've encountered, like the DM played.
Bruh,
Remember?
this is Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
There's
No,
so
no, no.
many druids.
Yeah.
All right, you can't walk around the corner without running into a spellcaster.
Yeah.
All right.
And the druid's name is Anga, or at least that's what they
Anga? We never met.
yeah.
Yep.
Never
Is
met
the
to
last
this-
name Bunga?
No.
Oh no, although that would be quite funny.
Nope.
See, I have jokes.
Yeah.
Just sips her tea.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny because it's like, oh, we hate this person, but over the 8 hours, like you're kind of
Yeah.
having like a more relaxed conversation.
Kind of bonding.
Kind of, obviously. I don't know how much is for show or not, but it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
She's just an old aunt.
Yeah,
Fine.
you know, your problematic
old
old
grandpa.
aunts.
No, she better not duck a fade. I'm so ready to go. She better not duck.
But what she does say is that we should be making our way northward, and this druid will have means of transportation to where we need to go.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
yes, supplies are in order, and with that, she does a little swig of her whisk. You are now brand 3, and you will look at your arm, and to your surprise, Brie, the sigils are all completely gone.
All right. Just to be sure, I'm gonna cast detect magic on my and sense my body.
Absolutely. You cast detect magic, and nothing. Not a single
All right.
bit. It seems like she was true to her word.
Well, I have a feeling the Zan might be proper mad at me once he finds out that I got out of a deal and
Well,
got into another deal.
If it's pissing off to Zan, then by all means, I will assist you to no end in that regard. I will need to go and get my own preparations, but if you do need to pick any supplies before you leave for Bryn Shander, I also figured that you two wanted to touch base with your order leader. And Viren's like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, Saint Trina. Oh, she is arriving to go speak with the Ten-Towners. And Viren's like,
okay.
I look towards you two and I'm like, ooh. Not ooh, but like, Ree's like, uh-oh.
Why is Saint Trina coming over here?
Probably to do with that whole meet with the 10 town speakers and to discuss what they plan to do with the recovery effort. It looks like she was invited, most likely for her resources and whatever paladins that she's brought. I don't know what her ulterior motives are, but, I'm assuming that it is to help. But
Wonderful. Excuse me, I'm gonna.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
I'm gonna talk about something real quick. Yoink.
Yoink.
You just grab Viren. Viren's like, what's going? Wow. You pull him out of the room.
We have nothing to show. We have nothing to show. The very thing that we could have shown, the Charlatan dragon, we destroyed.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Do we? Oh no!
She's gonna hear about that.
Oh, we didn't even keep a piece of Shardalon. We destroyed everything back in Oh, Jesus!
Can I say?
Well, you're not there. They just dragged themselves out.
They just left. It's them too.
We can come up with something. We could say that.
Wait. There's still the Shardalon, huge Shardalon piece in Brandon's farm.
Mm-hmm.
In Brandon's farm. Yeah,
that's true.
Do we? He kind of whispers to you. Do you think it's a good idea telling her that? Because that might just send a bunch of paladins down to Brandon's farm. But
I don't.
We could also just say, I don't know. We could just say, like, hey,
it's really hard to find Charlatan.
All right. While you guys
she
argue,
will not believe that. Yeah, she gave me this.
While you guys argue,
she won't believe it.
while you two argue, I will message to Ydin as like, invite her to the farm and take her out.
Are you eavesdropping?
Yep.
When is Ragnar not eavesdropping?
When am I not eavesdropping? Just saying. Invite her.
You hear that interesting
to
idea?
the farm and take her out.
You see,
Take her out. Take her out.
Take her out. What, are you taking her out on a date? What are you talking about, Ydin?
Wait. Sorry, my cat is like. Pancake, get off my keyboard.
It's like I have an idea.
Yeah.
Say Trina, you say.
Pancake, please. Okay, that's my little kitty cat.
I've sent my paladins of Saint Trina to mess with your keyboard, Jerry. How do you like that?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Eden's not 100% into killing Trina yet. Okay, so she's not gonna fucking say that to Viren though. So.
I guess Viren's gonna be like, or we could just not show up. We could just not go there. That's another option. She doesn't know that we're here.
And we didn't originally know that, she was ever coming. So we just need to leave. We need to leave really now. We need to go now.
We need to probably go. That's probably a good idea. Oh man, I wanted to get so much supplies. We could send Ragnar.
Just buy it right now.
Right now. Okay, go. I'm going. Okay. you and Viren are just having a little panic
Super
attack.
panicking. Oh boy.
And I like to imagine it cuts to you and Viren frantically just buying as much supplies as you need one point.
We're probably overpaying for everything also.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I like to imagine like Cream Puff's just watching the two of you go like So as you two do that, I will ask the party, is there any final things you'd like to do in Bryn Shander, or are you just gonna head off the next day?
Wait, I assume we're gonna separate for the night, right? So like the party goes.
Sure.
No, I mean like, you know how like, because we're in like Veylinne's like place, right?
Yep.
Currently, and she's actually offered you could stay there, but she also knows that you guys aren't the most comfortable with her for obvious reasons. So it's like, hey,
I just need one specific scene. I just need this for my head canon, and I want to make it canon. Right?
Okay.
Like when let's say like the group separates, I do want like Brie to sort of like not really linger, But like as everyone's already like going ahead, Brie looks like her eye to eye, and then if she ever has like a hand open, Brie is going to like just handshake it and look towards her and says, "You said you had some. You said you saw fire in her eyes, right?"
I saw fire in all of your eyes.
I don't know about the others, but I do tell you, don't get burned up in mine. And I leave.
A respectful smile as you say that. Whether or not you hate this woman or not, she does seem to respect you.
All right, that's all. I just want to make that canon. I've been thinking in my head. I just want to make it
Nice.
canon.
Brie has been on fucking fire this session. It's been wild. Oh lord.
Yeah, I feel bad about the tree.
Oh, that poor tree. I like to imagine
do
this
anything
two,
wrong.
two adventurers walk by and they're like, "What the fuck happened to this tree?"
The tree is like,
They
I'm
do
dead.
Then
I'm
you speak
dead,
to
yo.
plants, and then the tree is like, "Oh, I don't know. I just got assaulted by a woman."
The pain.
Yeah.
So, interestingly enough, you guys don't necessarily need to pick up that many supplies because two individuals have been frantically running around town picking up food rations. So I will say for the purposes of this, Ydin, if you can subtract like 5 gold, it will cover food rations and a good
5.
chunk
I
of
was
wood.
expecting to spend 10.
Well, you know what? Let's make it 10, since you offered. All right, but you will have a good amount of supplies, tents, stuff like that. And I will say, Brandon and
the
Ragnar,
ride.
is there any?
Do we get the ride from anywhere? I mean, because we're going there,
Oh, they're. I mean, I would say, you know what? I would say Veylinne actually has her own axe beak that she rides.
Okay. Cool.
And so she's going to be using that. You've got Cream Puff. We got the amazing Peanut. We can't forget about
Yep.
Peanut.
Yes.
I can summon a horse for you guys.
Oh.
Oh
okay.
shit, that's right.
Really?
Okay, I want to see
Yeah,
how that
Phantom
goes. Wait,
Steed,
hold
nice.
on. All right, so you
No,
describe
Green
the
Puff
horse.
is right there. No, Green Puff.
It's not for me. It's
Yeah.
for you guys.
No.
I need to
please,
see.
please summon it. I
Yeah.
already have plans.
I need
Don't
to
do
see.
it with another cream puff.
Oh.
It just straight up clones cream puff.
Oh wait, no.
No.
What does this steed look like? I want to know.
I want a nightmare-ish speed.
Let's say it looks like
Black
the
horse.
most what do you call this? The most stereotypical horse that you would expect of a like a prince from a fairy tale.
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
I'm thinking like
White?
a
White
white
horse?
white stallion.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Shadowfax from Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
So this
Yes.
beautiful white horse like goes and kind of like clop 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 clop, and you immediately see Cream Puff look at you, eat it, and goes.
Betrayed.
And he
It's not.
immediately he's
I'm not gonna
immediately-
write it.
He's
I'm not gonna write it.
immediately jealous, and at
I'm
this
not gonna
point,
write it.
you are on Cream Puff's back, and it's just, I'm not gonna ride it. I'm still with you, and he's giving you like the pouty look away. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you right now.
Hey, listen. I'll give you some of my rations. You'll eat twice as much.
You know what?
meals as you
Ragnar will
want.
be on the side and just say,
It's really
"Oh my
funny the
God,
moment
Ydin,
you-
this looks amazing! Like, look at it, the steed, the hoof. I mean, it's so perfect."
Oh no!
Oh, no. Old shit.
You see,
Cream Puff,
you
cover
see,
your ears.
you see Cream Puff is like, oh, but I want to be mad. But the food though. But
But I wanna be
food,
mad.
though. And you see, even with Ragnar, you're goading.
Yeah.
Food is a powerful resource.
Oh, okay.
It seems Ola's been forgiven as Brie feeds him some fresh meat rations that he just kind of chomps down.
Yeah.
But unless there's anything else you want to do, we will transfer ourselves to some wilderness travel. So,
All right. You know what? that's
alrighty
fine.
then.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got the group here. I'm just gonna check the map, and I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take to get to your next destination. So you guys are in Bryn Shander. So let me just check there. All right, so there's Bryn Shander, and you guys are gonna be going to this location here. It's about. I'm gonna say it's gonna take about 2 days.
Okay.
It's gonna take about 2 days to get to this this druid's location. So I would like to ask who wants to roll a d20?
I will. I'm feeling lucky.
You're feeling lucky.
Yippee!
Give me a lucky punk. 6.
6. Okay. All right. So
Okay, let's hope it's good.
as you are traveling, it gets deeper into. Actually, I think I actually have a descriptor for this.
Ooh.
This is a cooler one.
Nice.
So
Are you
just
playing
bear
music,
with-
by the way? Because I don't hear anything.
It is low. I will juice the music up
No,
a
it's
little
fine.
bit. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, it's fine. I was just asking to make sure.
Let's do. Yeah. There we go. That seems pretty decent. All right. So, as you're traveling across the snow-covered wilderness, like just the snow kind of like, just glides across whatever little bits of trees that are nearby. You see kind of like bend and weave with the wind. Brandon, you're in ranger mode, and you see like Veylinne is walking with a staff. Like she seems like the classic arcane like magic caster. And as you walk forward, it begins to snow. And it's, snowing a little more than usual. Like it's hindering at least a little bit of your sight lines. But luckily, you are able to kind of push through, and you think you found a good spot to set up camp for the night. To remind everybody, there's very little sunlight during your travels in Icewind Dale.
As always.
However, as you approach this little clearing, you see in the distance almost like beacons of light that are just moving, almost shambling about.
Can I make a perception check to try to get an idea of what they are?
You can absolutely make a perception check.
All right. Let's see if this thing's gonna be playing this for me. Let's see what I can get. I don't see anything. I'm old.
You're tired.
You can't make it out. I know what. I'll allow another person in the party to make a perception
Anyone?
check if they so. Anyone want to take a stab at this before I start
Ydin?
preparing things to happen?
Ydin, maybe?
Ydin.
Oh,
Ydin's
me?
on-
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll a perception check, Ydin. Go for it.
So you said Brie did it.
Oh, Brie did. Oh, okay,
Oh, okay.
okay. I will say, like, Ydin, you're just, petting Cream Puff. He seems to have forgiven you.
Thank
Ragnar, you're on your horse.
Yep.
Brie, you immediately notice what appears to be these shambling bodies that have no face, but have almost like beacons of light coming out of them. And you see that there appear to be it almost looks like corpses of Reged tribe members that have been altered or changed. And you've traveled enough in the last couple of years to know that sometimes certain bodies or certain sacrifices to Oriel, they return from the brink as pseudo servants. And along the wind, all you hear is a whisper. This is the doom that awaits you all. This is the fate of any who dare to claim what is mine. And behold, the final light. And those beacons that were shambling, they immediately turn towards you. And I will move you to the map, and we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh boy, random encounters, baby.
Man, if I was more of a jokester guy, I'd be just like, what was that?
Dad, you were the yeah.
Fuck you, lady.
Getting it over how much of a coward you are.
Don't tempt me, man.
Yeah, probably not the best idea
Alright.
to tell.
I can't believe that I chose this wizard as my party mate after all of that. My God.
Like she said,
I
you
was
like
honestly
to make
like
deals.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, with that crazy group conversation, I was like,
Yeah.
I have no idea what's gonna happen now. I don't even know
Yeah.
if they're gonna follow this plot point.
Like what Veylinne said, Brie, you really have a tendency to make deals. Just saying.
Well, that was, I mean, like, to be fair, she threw some shade at Brie, so her being
Yeah.
mad, I understand.
Yeah. But still,
Listen,
she's a.
yeah, I mean, it's true though.
Yeah,
I do
judgment
make
up there.
deals.
Alrighty, so I will say, let's
Initiative
roll
time?
some initiative. Yep, let's roll some
Alright.
initiative, and I
Let's
think Brie has the way to manipulate the initiative too. So
Yeah, we have
So
to
do
roll
I.
for it first.
I don't.
I have a fun.
I actually swapped that out for something else. Oh, 8. I'm fine.
Yeah.
God.
Does anybody want a 5 initiative for a 5? Or no?
I'm
I'm
fine.
gonna use a bardic
Wanna go?
inspiration to give 4 creatures plus 1d8. So
Ooh.
I'm picking the party. Sorry guys. I'm sorry, Viren. Sorry,
Fair
Veylinne.
enough. Do you want my initiative, Brandon?
Oh, everyone gets a +7.
Okay,
Bangers.
good. That's a 12 for me.
Oh, really? That makes my initiative go up 7.
Yeah, it's yours
Sweet.
is 15. Mine is now 16. Ooh, that was a
Sweet.
Do you
good
want-
roll.
Do you want my initiative, Brandon? Do you want to go first?
Ydin's now at the 24. That's kind of a crazy, crazy
you can
plus.
go first. There's no stopping. You are the okay, Ydin. You are the first one to spot those stuff. Oh, was it Brie or you?
It was Brie.
Was it-
All
was
right,
It was
me.
Brie,
then,
Brie, Brie, Brie.
I don't know.
But I am not getting any closer. I just want to see what the hell they do first. I don't know
Yeah.
what they do. So
Then it's up to
Alrighty.
Brandon.
So
Brandon,
okay,
do you
just
want
as a bit of a turn order. Okay, so Ragnar, what is your initiative?
15.
15. Brandon, what is your initiative?
12.
12. Okay.
Do you want to
There we
swap?
go.
With Ydin?
Veylinne is
because
10.
She was asking you, like,
Yeah, Ydin was wondering if anybody wanted to swap with her. Because what's Eden's initiative right now with the bonus?
It's 24.
24.
It's 24.
I could swap with that because I have a lot of health. And
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay, so
don't worry.
Brandon's now going to be 24.
Mhm.
I get 16
And,
by the way.
and
Yeah, I have-
Eden's going to be 16?
Yep.
Bree's gonna
12.
be 16.
Ydin
Oh,
is 12. Brie is
okay.
16.
Okay, Bree is 16. Okay. Sorry, this is taking me a second.
no,
I
no, it's
apologize.
Don't
No
worry.
worries.
There's only 3 of them, bro. I'm kind of spooked. I'm kind of spooked. There's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
Bree, what's your initiative again? You said 16?
Yes.
Yeah, 16.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. So it's going to be Brandon, the Walkers, Bree, Ragnar, Eden, and Veylinne.
Oh, the
Veylinne at the bottom.
walkers.
They are called Cold Light Walkers.
Ooh boy.
All right, so let's
Ooh,
get
man.
some battle music going.
Getting plant growth with no damage spell is starting to look like a terrible decision.
You
How
could
good, though?
have swapped them if you leveled up.
No, I can't.
next.
Oh,
You can?
No, I want to keep it though. It's part of the.
Oh,
It's part
okay.
of the story.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, everybody's favorite ranger, Brandon, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Do something.
All right.
We can all see the code walkers, right?
You actually can because they're actually emitting a light.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'm trying to figure out. There's what is the range on? What's the range on my longbow here?
Longbow.
120 and I believe 100 something 200 or something.
You
Yeah,
should
it's-
have range from
You
over there.
should
for
have
sure.
range. It's
Oh,
really
easily
far.
have range.
Yeah, they are.
How
within
hard
90
do you think
feet,
these guys
so-
are to hit, guys?
I don't think they're hard. I just think they have cold abilities. Hence the name. I mean, so it's up to you.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna shoot this one for funsies with my longbow. I get 2 attacks. Let's see what we hit.
Ooh, nice.
23
Okay.
and 15. Which one
Uh,
hits?
Which one are you shooting at? Can you point to it?
This one up here.
Okay, so you pull out your bow and you immediately fire. Both hit.
Nice.
Good to
We
know. So
know the
his
lowest is
AC.
15.
All right, so 17 damage. Ignore the
17.
+5 because I did not crit.
17 damage, a hefty blow as you hit this cold light walker, and it just kind of points its hand towards you. All right. Anything else you like to do?
That's all I can do at this time. But right now, now that I have a pretty good idea of what the range is, their AC is under 15.
Yep.
So, all right.
It seems like their
That's
AC is not crazy high because they are shambling
know.
corpses.
Good to know. All right,
All right.
I'm done here.
It is the cold light walker's turn. The cold light walkers are going to immediately go into action.
Oh boy.
One of them is going to do a teleporting move as a bonus action because it can do that in certain winter conditions. It's going to over here. The other two are going to move over here, and all of a sudden, the light that they have disappears as they fade into the night. Only one beacon of light remains at this particular moment. The one that's on the top, however, is going to charge up a cold ray, and it's gonna fire it at. You know what? Let's do Brie. Brie is the one who recognized them.
Peace.
All right. Easily you were able to dodge out of the way as you just see this piercing beam of cold firing towards you. That is going to be the end of their turn. Brie, you're up.
This is kind of like a bad matchup for me. Can I? Actually, I think I want to do a bit of like the. No, it's just probably better to just do it instead. I'm going to move forward just a little bit, like around here, and I'm going to look towards that guy to the right and do a bit of a mocking peacock dance, and I'll vicious mockery.
Ooh, okay, go for it.
So that's make a DC 15.
Oh, rolled a natural one. You
Take
successfully
1d.
mock this cold light walker.
It's 1d6 damage, I think. Unless it gets higher. I don't think it does. Let me double check. At what levels do stuff increase?
Yeah.
Like the
for
cantrip?
vicious,
on
for
the
vicious
cantrip,
mockery,
I
it
believe.
usually says. Hold on.
It
Vicious
usually
mockery,
says when
5e.
you are at a higher level, you will get a, these.
No, vicious mock. Oh,
I'm checking right now. Hold on. At level 5, it's 2d6. At level 11,
Yeah.
it becomes 3d6. So
Oh,
it
so
should
this is
be-
2d6.
This is
Okay,
2d6.
okay.
It should be.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. 2d6. 5 psychic damage.
Nice.
5 psychic damage. It does seem like the psychic. Let me double check that actually. Yeah, the psychic does hit. It does seem like it takes the psychic damage. You said 5? Okay.
Yep.
It does
and
seem
that
like
has
it's taking
disadvantage on its next attack.
disadvantage on its next attack. Beautiful. Good to know. Put
All right, I will then pass the turn and sort of front line because I think Brie has enough of Brie's gonna front line now. Trust.
Okay, nice. I like it. You're gonna tank the hits. I love it. All right.
To be fair, I've kind of been doing that. I still been, so
She's a
All
bird.
right, Ragnar, you are up. What would you like to
Alright.
do?
Your mama's so fat? No, just kidding. Yeah. I will. Let's see. Yeah, but I can't see. That's the issue. Alright.
You should be able to see the one that's on the top because it's emitting light.
Yeah, that is the... Yeah, but I want to do something else, which I can't. But you know what? I will just do normal Sorcerer's Blast, I guess. To that creature. How far can I shoot? It's 120 feet easily. So I will just... I think they don't have immunity against fire, I believe so. So just, you know, try to burn it.
Yeah, go for
Fire.
it. Fire!
Alright. Miss.
A 9. So as you shoot the sorcerer's burst, it's almost like the snow kind of like covers it, and it's enough to make you think that it was a little bit to the right when it actually wasn't.
Nope. Alright. Oh, I didn't use the... Okay, that's on me. Alright, so that will be it for me. I will move to the back of Cream Puff. It's just like, hey,
Okay.
buddy.
Cream Puff's like, All right, Ydin, everyone's favorite paladin. What would you like to do?
Do something.
Hello.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Sorry. Where do we last remember the other two, cold like walkers being?
These area. Do you see my pin? Around these.
Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely around where Ragnar's pinging.
Doing doing.
A little far. Can I get on Cream Puff to like?
Actually, you know what?
right
I'll
over
say I will say you were on Cream Puff. So yeah.
Oh really? Okay, then
Okay, thank you.
I'll say I'm behind P. Yes. I don't want.
Okay.
I want my blockers. Yeah.
Okay.
I will be using Peanut as a...
Then in that case, I will go for the. How far do I want to go? Okay, no, what? Just whoa. Where are they?
Around these areas, so yeah. They went
The
missing.
last time you saw them, they were around here, but you don't know if they're still there or not. All you saw was the beacons of light flicker and disappear into the kind of like snowy conditions.
Let me. Okay, I'll go a little bit to the right to throw my shield, and then that's it.
Okay, go for it.
Shoot.
I'm gonna go over here, get within range to throw my fucking great shield.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
this fucking thing? She lifts it with one hand and
Nice.
aims directly at the cold light walker and flings it.
That's
All right, make an attack.
I forgot this is the new thing that we got last session.
Yeah,
We became Captain America.
Cherry's turning into Captain America.
I don't know how much damage this is gonna do because we never established
Do you have it? I didn't actually say that. We talked about everything else. Here's what we'll do. I will say I will allow. So this will be
Great shield.
This will be a strength-based proficiency attack. It's essentially, think of it as like throwing a javelin. So
Okay.
like, just
Yes.
throw a javelin at the moment if you've got the button for a javelin, and we'll see if you make contact. 10. All right, so you throw, and to be fair, because of the magical energy shoots off. This is your first time doing it. You fire it like a rocket towards the cold light walker, and it just hits the snow in front of it.
Finding
She
your range, understandable.
she sees that and goes, okay, I won't miss next time. And she raises her arm to call it back to her.
And you see,
That's so
flies
cool.
back, back on your arm.
And that's where my turn ends. For now, let's just say that's it.
All right.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
All right,
it.
Veylinne is going to climb up onto this little rock. She's going to point at the one that's over there. And she is going to slam her staff, and a bunch of magic missiles are immediately going to fire out of it.
Okay, she knows magic missiles. Noted.
And you just see like these little blue dots of light kind of like spawn and over her, just Ding 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 ding. And she is going to do 31 force damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a lot.
As Ol will make automatic contact. And do you see the
Mark
cold
is
light?
activated.
The cold light walker is bloodied. It is starting to look pretty hurt. That's going to be her turn. Viren is simply going to use his turn to kind of like move over next to Cream Puff. He's just kind of like keeping his eyes out, looking for something to hit. Kind of like keeping his eyes there. Brandon, you're up next.
I'm going to whistle and direct Peanut into this cold walker.
No, Peanut, don't
Nice.
leave me.
With a climbing speed, he is not slowed down by the terrain, and he easily just climbs up with a charge attack. Roll for an attack.
Oh, this is also going to get even worse. He moved 30 feet and
Oh,
he
yeah.
deals extra d6 damage, and he will, if he hits this, the target is knocked prone.
Nice.
19 does hit.
All right, 19 hits. That is 12 damage plus 3 on the charge, and it is prone.
And you immediately see him slam the cold light walker into the ground.
It's too far from me, and it's prone, so I can't shoot it. Where did the other two go?
They're still missing in action.
Yep.
Can I make a perception check to try to figure it out?
Make a perception check. These is going to be pretty high.
Nope.
4 is not going to cut it.
Yeah, I figured. I'm old. I'm too old for this garbage. Let's
All right.
see.
Now your turn?
Well, Brandon is gonna move up here. There's just, like I said, keeping an eye out for more of these things.
Alrighty.
And that is my turn.
And as you one's gonna go here, and this one's gonna go here. You see 2 beacons of light form in front of you as it seems like they have returned. All right, so they are on that layer, and
They were invisible.
they were invisible in the snow, and from their invisibility, they're going to take their advantage attacks. One of them is going to advantage attack Brandon. The other one's going to advantage attack Ydin, and then the other one is going to very poorly attempt to attack Peanut with all the disadvantages.
All right.
So let us see how he does against Brandon.
These AC 18. Hit my boy.
2 dodges. You easily duck and weave out of the way as you are able to block the 2 slam attacks from the Cold Light Walker.
Yeah, it's like
other one-
something out of one of these modern fantasy movies where everybody's using like the bow to like block and.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And as you kind of block it, you just see this frigid cold emanating off of the fingertips and almost like the kind of like the claws of this cold light walker. Ydin, you're able to block the first hit. However, a 23 does make contact and hits you just in the rib. You are going to take let's see here. Where's my calculator? 5.
How much dice is that? And you need a calculator.
It's gonna be 26 points of damage as it just slams into your side, and you kind of wince for a moment, but you get back into a warrior's position. This one is gonna stand up out of prone, and is going to take its 2 attacks on Peanut, but it has disadvantage because of vicious mockery. Correct?
First attack only.
First attack only. Okay, disadvantage. That is a miss. And the second one does hit, dealing 30 points of damage to Peanut.
Peanut is still standing
Nice.
at 5 hit points.
All right. However, that is their turn. Brie, you are up.
Okay, wait. Before they end their turns, right?
Yes.
Wait, quick question to Brandon and Ydin. Ydin, are you gonna keep engaging in melee, or do you want to move away?
I got
I'm gonna
this.
keep engaging this one. I'm gonna engage this one. I've got an axe and I know how to use it.
So none of you guys want to disengage. Okay, I will save my reaction then.
Okay.
Wait. I have an idea. Does Peanut wants to charge again, right? Right? Like Peanut has like a charge thing, right?
Yep.
Falcon? All right. If that's the case, if an enemy ends a turn 5 feet within my ally who's within 60 feet of me, I will expend a bardic inspiration for Peanut, and then they can move half their speed, and they don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Nice. Yeah, Peanut could absolutely just move into a different position for his next turn.
Good.
It gets 80 times 5. It has 40 feet of movement. Thumbs up.
Oh,
So it can
baby,
definitely
40 feet
just
of movement.
charge the other walker.
All right, Brandon, where do you want Peanut to go? He got 40 feet of movement.
So you can
with
prime
that.
him up for another charge. I got you.
You know what? Thank you. I will back him off then. 40 feet. Well, he already got 40 feet. So this is like
Well,
80
hold
feet.
on.
It's half at first, so it's 20 plus 40. It's 60. As a a reaction.
I'll
Yeah.
move back down to right now. Go back to right now, little dude.
No. Hold
It's
on.
really interesting as you're doing this like inspiring movement, this dance across the snow. Your namesake, the dancer in the dark, is really coming to fruition here. As you inspire Peanut, Peanut gives you a nod, and in a flurry of motion, he immediately just leaps backwards and starts, basically moonwalking his way back over towards Ragnar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Think of a moonwalking
that's
bison. It's just
Yeah.
funny. What are you gonna say? Sorry. What are you gonna say, Ragnar?
I was just saying he could easily just use the movement to charge because you only need 25 feet, so that you can.
No, but he needs to attack. He needs to attack for the charge to work.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he needs to move and charge.
So
So
that's what I'm saying.
Right,
You could
bro-
leave the
yeah.
Peanut there and just move 25 to the other and just charge attack. So he doesn't need to move
Well,
back.
honestly,
But
Brett,
my
Brett,
my reaction only allows him to move. It doesn't allow him to charge.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
is there anything else
Oh,
you'd like to do, Brie?
Oh, that's just my reaction. It's my turn now, and I
Yep.
have a
Oh,
attack.
Jesus.
Yep.
All right, what do you want to do?
I'm ready to. I don't duck fades. I'm like Akashi. I'm gonna run up from behind Ydin and then roll above her back. You know what I mean? Like a bit of a move.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna-
hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna kick this thing in the face as I roll off Brie.
Flurry of
Ydin,
blows.
sorry.
Yep.
That's our monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Monk.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's our monk.
That's our monk. Oh boy.
Wow.
That's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Oh,
Absolutely
boy.
hits. Okay, good to know.
And then as I do it, I kind of give a spin, and then just to support Ydin, I am gonna do this for a flank, and I will also inspire Ydin
Okay.
for Bardic Inspo, and because of my dancer thing, I get to make an unarmed strike for my bonus action as part of the
Yeah,
Bardic
you are
Inspiration.
just elegantly dancing around this cold light walker, inspiring your nearby allies, and a hefty whack straight into the chest. Ooh.
Nice.
Good damage.
You said they were Reagan tribe members. Which tribe are they from? As I get a closer look.
These ones appear to be from the Tiger Clan.
Are they one of the good clans? I forgot which one. I know the bears.
The
kinda
Tiger
good.
Clan, you haven't, honestly, I'm going to say in this particular moment, you have been so far removed from the clans.
I actually don't know which one is just good or bad anymore.
Yeah, I think it's like you've heard a couple rumors about the Tiger Clan, but
But
everything
in
is
the
kind of
past,
hearsay.
were they like our enemies or they chill with us?
I will say all the other clans were kind of on that kind of line of being like, we're not enemies, but we're also not friends.
So we're kind of our own. Okay.
We're kind of just like, you leave us alone and we'll leave you alone, kind of like
All right,
mentality.
that's my turn.
All right, Ragnar Novakin.
All right. I will, as a bonus action, I'll trigger my innate sorcery because I forgot to do that last turn. So now I have advantage on the attack rolls, and might as well. I'll chromatic orb the first one. So the sequence is like this dude. Okay, I have advantage, so it's a natural 20.
Down.
Nice. Which one are you shooting?
This one. Doink.
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay. Roll for 10.
Natural 20. Here we go.
God damn you and your
Okay.
advantage chromatic orb
Yeah.
shots.
Okay, I will say I cast it at second level, but I used the sorcery point to twin it, so that
twin
it
it,
became
yep.
a third level, and so that, let's see, third level spell. Oh my god. Oh my.
Holy
So what
shit.
kind of damage are you doing out of curiosity? You should pick cold.
Fire.
Okay, this time it's lightning. Just saying.
Okay, so there's just this little bolt of lightning that goes straight into the chest of this cold light walker, and it just like and at first the cold light walker kind of like touches his chest like nothing happened, and he looks like he's about to laugh, and he immediately explodes into a million pieces.
Yeah. Okay, which is sad, but I think. Okay. One. Is that a 1? Okay, 7, 4. No. Let's see. If we roll the same number, no. 2 or more of the d8s. Yeah. I don't think it jumps. Yeah, not this one.
Not this one. Oh my god, is this the first time?
This is the first time it didn't jump. Oh boy, I'm so
Don't we
sad.
take the roll as the whole? There's like 3 6s.
Yeah, that's the thing. It needs to be the same. Oh wait.
Because it says like
Yeah, there's one.
the D8s.
Yeah, the 3d8 one. There are 2 6s. So yes, it jumps.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry to break your bubble,
It
dude.
could miss. It could miss.
Oh
He
yeah,
has to
it could
reroll
miss. Sure, I believe
Advantage,
it. Why don't we
just
want to
saying.
roll another natural 20, Ragnar?
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah.
prove a point. Roll it and it'll miss. Watch this.
Yeah, it'll miss.
Not
trust
20.
me. 22. So yeah.
That 22 will still
30
hit.
20.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll
Alright,
still hit.
third
Sorry, good
level.
question. Sorry, where's the advantage coming from?
Oh,
Out of
from my
curiosity,
innate
sorry?
sorcery. This. I'll hold on. I'll put this out. This one. All right. You have advantage on the attack roll of sorcery
it's a
spell,
bow.
like guys. Yep.
Yo,
So
this
he
is
does-
kinda
he-
busted, low key.
Yeah, I know. I learned very quickly that Ragnar actually is made quite the powerful build.
Yeah. Oh, there are 2 7s. That is.
It jumps again.
It jumps again.
All right. How much damage are you doing to? Point to the one you're doing. How much
24.
damage
This
you're
one. The one
Okay,
Brie
perfect.
dealt damage for. Yeah.
Okay.
24.
doing. Okay. And then yeah, it jumps
Third,
again. Yeah.
third jump. Yep.
It could miss.
24.
Hey, not with their AC. That still hits.
Not horrible. Oh, okay. This one is.
Oh, okay.
This one
that's a
doesn't
little
jump.
less damage.
You know what? It's fine. It doesn't.
So I like.
Not like
so
there's
this is
anywhere to jump it to anyway.
It's really funny because what ends up, you shoot the chromatic orb, it blows up the cold light walker on the
Yep.
top, and then you immediately you see it ricochet to the one in front of you,
Yeah.
Ydin, and it just another burst of lightning energy that
Yeah.
just reflects off the sheen of your prismatic armor, and then immediately, Brandon, you see it ricocheting towards the one in front of you, and you quickly duck out of the way so you don't get hit, and immediately it hits the chest of the one in front of you.
Yeah. It feels like a chain lightning. Yep. That's it. I was like, "Hey, you guys doing okay?" I was like,
Remember,
I'm just
Chain
gonna die.
Lightning is a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
But Ragnar gets to do it at level 2.
All right.
I don't see the issue.
Yep.
Oh, there's no issue. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
guys-
looking at that ancient dragon.
I'm eyeing that. Don't tempt me,
Anti magic
dude.
circle looking so good right now.
Oh.
Don't
All right,
tempt me.
Ydin, you are up. What would you like to do?
Hey, I'm gonna smack it with my crystal bow hammer. No.
Perfect. You have advantage because of Brie.
Oh, do I? Okay, great.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah,
26.
expired.
Yay.
26 hits. Okay.
Let's see. Wow.
I think you also get to roll.
I want a divine smite.
You also get to roll, I think, an extra D8 because it's an undead.
Ooh, it is.
It's
Yeah, so just roll just a D8.
Yes.
So it'll be
Ooh,
7,
Undead tax.
13. All right, 13 points of damage. Respectable. It is bloodied.
No, I want a divine smite. I want to kill it.
Oh, really? Okay. Again?
Murder.
Yeah, you do what you want to do, Ydin. I want to see the paladin go hard.
Do
you
it.
can do it.
Oh man.
Okay.
Murder.
Nice. So.
So 8 damage on top of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
It'll
And then
do
you
it.
have an extra attack.
Yeah. Second.
Yeah, I do.
Second strike.
20?
20 hits.
Yep.
20 hits with advantage.
Yay!
Nice.
9.
9 plus an extra d8 because it is
Yep.
undead.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So
Plus 7.
16.
Yay!
16 total.
Ydin, how do you finish off this cold light walker?
Up.
I'm gonna smack it to and fro, and then for my last hit, I'm just gonna like try to fucking shove it through its cold light face.
Nice. So it's just
No,
like
no, no.
whack, whack, and then just one final hit straight through, and you see the cold like beacon of light and it's like a bluish light. It just immediately dissipates as you annihilate its head. Just.
Yay!
Nice.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna walk around and try to flank for Brandon.
Okay, perfect. You can move. Veylinne. What is Veylinne going to do? Veylinne is going to. Let's see here. She is going to make a ranged attack. And unfortunately, it is going to miss. And she just see her go, huh. And she just like seems like disappointed in herself, but that's going to be her turn. Veylinne is going to do Veylinne things. Veylinne is going to immediately run up with his great sword, and he is going to take 2 swings.
Nice.
If I can find his character sheet.
Just roll a d20 and add whatever.
Where are you, Veylinne? There you are. All right, 2 great sword attacks. That is gonna miss, bruh. But that will hit for 11 points of slashing damage. So that one's looking hurt. That's gonna be end of Veylinne's turn. Brandon, you are up.
Oh, all right, let's see what I can do here. Peanut doesn't get the bonus to movement speed, right?
Oh, the ranger thing? No. His movement speed is 40.
All right, back down to 40. Peanut's gonna come up here. Brandon is going to pull out his axe.
Mm-hmm.
That is my best weapon here.
Nice.
I
Swing.
want to go two-handed with this sucker.
Mm-hmm.
Two-handed.
Do it.
That's a 25.
Nice.
Nice.
That's an 8, and he's gonna make a con save or get knocked prone.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, con save coming right up. Where are you? Okay. Con save. Pretty good actually. He rolled a 21. So
Yeah, he's
despite
not
like
wrong.
going slamming your great axe into it, he is remaining on his feet.
All right.
Then you get a second attack.
Yeah, and I do have advantage because I'm flanking with Ydin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sure. Cool beans.
Straight.
That's
Oh,
great.
that's a
Natural
20. That
one.
would nice.
That's a 10. 18 points of damage total this turn, and he has to make another save or be knocked down.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. He is bloodied now. Okay.
I'm back. Did the charge do anything? Were you able to do it?
Well, Brandon rolled a natural 20, and you just see as this this guy has fallen on his ass because you have toppled the Cold Light Walker.
Yes.
Stomp him like in the JoJo meme. Do it.
Dude, no, that's what's about to happen.
Well, I'm taking off
Alrighty.
here.
The Cold Light Walker
Mhm.
is going to it's going to make a bonus action and is going to turn into mist and is going to immediately teleport next to Brie.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to take 2 swings. So let us see how we do. Okay. That's going to miss. 24 is going to hit.
Yep.
So as you're able to duck and weave from one of them, you are going to take 22 points of damage. As it just like...
my goodness.
So
These
think
guys
about-
hit hard.
So they hit hard, but they only their chance of hitting is actually not as bad as
Yeah.
some of the other things you fought.
What kind of So what kind of damage does this thing
It's
do?
a mix of bludgeoning and cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to
That's too bad.
imagine I block the second hit, but I'm like, ow.
It's just
Yeah,
like
you know what?
immediately, like like a frost burn on your arm.
The
but
reason
that-
it's not going after me is because I have absorb elements. I would just absorb that cold damage.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of Brie, your arm, you flinch with your arm, but you are up and ready to go.
Dark Souls roll to this end and then
Yeah,
flank him
let's
and then
go.
do another unarmed strike. Do a kick. 19?
19 does hit.
11.
All right.
That's my turn. I don't keep spending my Bardic Inspiration.
You want to save it just in case.
Yep.
All right, Ragnar, it is your
Oh.
turn.
Okay, let me take a look. How far? Yeah, I can reach it. Yep. This time I'll just use normal Sorcerer's Blast because I think everyone's doing quite okay-ish. So shoo, 19.
19 hits. Yep.
Alright, Sorcerer's Blast. It's a I wrote a no, it's only a D8 and 8. So a 4. It's also a lightning, so yeah.
It's still respectable, not more lightning bursts.
Wait, it should be two. Oh yeah, it's the same. Yeah, correct. Yep, that's it.
All right.
So 4
That's
points
your
of
turn.
damage. That's it.
Ydin, it is your turn.
Hello.
Boink.
Hello.
It's like, who's making the cute noise? Uh-oh, it's the paladin. Ah! 21. That
21.
absolutely
Does
hits.
that hit? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Straight.
There. That's a 9 plus 7.
You get an extra D8 because it is undead.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yep. Remember to roll that.
Because it's nice. So 16 damage plus the extra D8
Yeah,
once you
sorry.
roll that. Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Okay. And hey, how you want to kill this Cold Light Walker? That's another one down.
That's the last one, right? So,
Yeah, last
I want
one,
it to
yep.
be like a joint attack between me and Brie. No.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so I like to imagine you slam it straight because you have the push mechanic.
Roll
So you
over my back.
Yeah, just whack, and immediately, Brie, you do your finishing combo, pop, and you just and the light goes out.
Yay.
And with that ends the encounter. You have successfully killed the Cold Light Walker. So you take a moment to, make a proper look around and see if there's any invisible ones, just in case. You never know. But you do take solace that it does seem like you are out of combat at this time. However, Ydin and Brie, you are quite cold, as those 2 hits that actually did make contact. Also, I will also say the other person who looks very cold is Peanut. Peanut is looking like a frozen popsicle, basically.
Even through our thermal cube.
You take out the thermal cube, and all of a sudden it's like, much better.
Can you turn up a little? Can you turn it up a little bit? Let's be in a sauna.
I can't. This is the hottest it can go.
And Veylinne is like,
Oh damn it!
wow, where did you get such an artifact?
Actually, it's been so long. I think I found one of my adventures or journeys.
Huh,
I just had it for a while. Actually,
lucky.
for all these years.
Lucky find.
Hey,
would
eyes
say
off the goods.
I am not. She's kind of like, kind of leaning in towards the thermal cube. You're like, no, get away. You do hear in the distance, however, what does sound to be like a howl of a wolf.
Home? I'm just kidding.
And it sounds like there's like the finishing of combat. It seems like it's you're not the only one who's had to fight some Cold Light Walkers.
Wait, is it
Do we
nearby?
check it out?
Yeah, you go check it out. You see a what appears to be a couple more Cold Light Walker corpses and a a sort of like somebody who's covered in complete rags, who's like riding on the back of a white direwolf.
Riding on
Crap,
white
if this
direwolf?
is from
Huh. Is it from Wolf Tribe?
if this from one of my tribe members, bro, I'm
Well,
about to crash out.
you look around, and at first you're like, oh, is this one of my tribe members? Like, who is this? And then you go like, why does this guy look familiar to me? And then
Oh, is he
all of
the
a sudden,
guy from the tomb?
you see what appears to be Sanar.
Oh.
Sanar Canis.
What is
Which
he
name is that? I
doing
need to double check.
here?
Is that
That
who's
is the
Sanar?
mummy.
The
That is the
mummy.
mummy.
The
You are
mummy?
correct.
I was
Yeah.
right. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
him.
you were right. You are right. Yeah, that's exactly it. And you see him like
I look
petting.
towards him and I'm just like, forefather,
What?
why are you here?
Oh my goodness! My buddies! And he immediately runs
my
over
God!
with a big smile, and he immediately hugs you, Brie. Without it, you're like.
Yes, thank you, forefather, for the affection, but
I was so worried. I mean, I was expecting you guys to return and talk to me and hang out, but for some
Oh,
reason,
no.
I was
don't
just
play
left
like
alone.
apology. Sorry about that. Actually, we just got a bit busy. I didn't plan to visit you after everything got settled down.
You could have texted. That's all I'm saying.
What is texting? You were saying?
You know, that's true. I could have sent it to him, actually. I can't say I couldn't.
Damn Zoomers and their Zoomer slang.
Yeah. I do just say, though, honestly, I thought you might have been up to something. Sorry about
Well,
that.
No, I've actually been up to quite a few things. I guess you haven't heard about the clan meeting or the moot. I guess I don't know what you want to call it.
There's a clan meeting?
Well, it's not just a clan; it's all the clans.
How
It seems
Yes,
like
do
but,
you know this? Like,
well, you know, I don't mean to brag, but you know, I try to keep a pulse on the current events of Icewind Dale. And
Yeah, it's just on Twitter, you know. Just
yeah, I know. You know, let me just say, you know, the two
Why
things
am
I know.
I feeling older than you right now? Oh my goodness.
and how
Sanar-
are you
Sanar
not
kinda
getting targeted as, you know, this? And I pointed.
Oh
at
no
him.
no no! I have a disguise, and you see him. He puts on a hat that covers his face.
Oh.
It's like, see, no one would suspect a thing. And you see one of his fingers falls off, and it was like, oh, wait, hold on.
I love it.
So let me just put that back on. Like, ta-da! Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Veylinne is also looking at this and going like, you have the strangest family.
Don't get me started. Anyway, I look back towards my forefather and I just ask, where's the clan meeting?
It's in the sea of floating ice. The bear
Oh my
tribe, the
God,
wolf
I gotta-
tribe.
Way.
I'm getting on my knees. I'm gonna start like bashing my head into the snow.
That seems like it's going. That seems like it's gonna hurt, sweetie. Are you okay? Did that cold light walker hit you a little too hard in the head?
I'm good now.
Yep.
You're like, I fucking can't with this guy. Veylinne does say, Sano, was it? Let's just say things have been a little tense. But if you seem to be a friend, then we could travel together. We seem to be heading in the same destination.
Why are the clans meeting? Weren't we all enemies?
And you see Sana go, I mean, like it must be important. Apparently there were some super Giga Chad dudes that fought a dragon, and it might have something to do with that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, like, I think it's hogwash. I mean, who fights a
Was it
dragon?
a black dragon or a white dragon?
It was some sort of metal dragon or something like that.
That was us.
That was us.
That
I
was
thought that was you.
Yep.
You ain't
Yes.
pulling my leg here, are
Nope.
you?
Nope.
No.
Well, then he looks at his wolf companion. You see? That's like they're pretty cool. You see, the wolf, and the wolf kind of just looks at Sanar and goes, kind of grumbles.
Wait, dire wolves have intellect, right? They are kind. They
Oh,
can't
sorry.
understand.
Let me introduce
Yeah.
my companion. His name is Bolto. And he is the bestest little boy. And he gives him like a bunch of scritches, but Bolto just kind of just
Little?
stands. Yeah. Sanar keeps saying like little, and you're looking at it going like, yeah, Sanar seems to be pretty similar to the last time he left.
Well,
I love this
I kind of
guy.
looked. I actually looked towards like Veylinne. I was like, did you know the tribes were meeting at the city?
I did not, unfortunately. But if there is a meeting, I have a theory, but it's not a happy one.
Which
And
is
Sanar's like, huh? And Veylinne's like, do you think they're perhaps meeting to discuss what to do with the 10 towns, perhaps? I mean, they most likely heard
Oh, the
about
10 towns is currently like not in a good
Attacked.
state, so they
Yeah.
might go invade.
okay.
Oh fuck!
God!
It's a
prophecy
raid.
real
Okay.
quick.
I hate it, but I love it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
My-
this is
My
just-
actions will directly lead to battle between his barbarians and the 10 towns. Oh my god! I'm on my knees.
I feel so bad. I feel like
Oh my God.
I feel like I really put Brie through the ringer this session.
yeah.
You know what? Bree's just like, maybe the prophecy will come to pass.
Maybe
Well.
this is the prophecy.
I tend to put very little stock on prophecies. I'm more of a actions speak louder than words.
Brandon is having a flashback to 60 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
something that might come up in the near future, but
Oh,
Brandon's
no.
like,
I'm not saying anything. It's just,
Hmm.
kind of missing my grandpa right about now.
Hmm.
I mean, if you thought Brandon was big, his grandfather like pushed the upper ends of medium size. Like he had blood of giants
Jesus.
in him and could pull a person apart with his bare hands. He was
Hmm.
he was big.
he was a big chunky boy.
Yeah, he
I do then tell the group that if Veylinne's right and this meeting is about invading the 10 towns, then I must stop them.
likewise.
Yep.
Well, we seem to be heading to the Sea of Moving Ice. If we regroup with this druid, I'm sure we could gather some information. Perhaps the druid can help us stop by and we could settle this ragged issue.
With what? Just us?
I'm not
Don't-
saying we go swinging. We can talk. Diplomacy. I've heard you guys use it from time to time.
Well, the last time that ended. Well, a funny thing about diplomacy.
Brandon is going to step in. He's going to say, "That would work with other factions, but not with the Reged."
Depends on which Reged tribe.
Does it though?
Yes,
Does
it
it really?
does. And I prefer you don't generalize my people.
Oh, tension. Ooh.
And yeah, and Viren's kind of like looking at you, eating, going like, did I miss something? Like, what is happening?
You missed a lot. Shut up.
Okay. Hey, I don't have to shut up all the time.
Shut up.
But I'm not blind to the.
Shut up, Aaron.
Why is everybody
Brie,
telling me
continue.
this shit? Okay.
I just say, but I'm not blind to my own brethren's atrocities. I was a victim of one of them. So we can talk to them, but the tribes are different enough, Brandon. I can assure you that. So let's figure out who are enemies and who are allies.
Yep.
I assure you, some tribes don't see attacking the 10 towns as anything beneficial to them.
I mean, we still need to get there.
You may be disappointed.
And you may be wrong.
And
Let's
Sanar's,
find out then.
yeah, so as you say, let's find out. Sanar's like, well, am I okay to travel with you individuals?
Yeah,
is that okay?
Yeah, like you're
Yes.
always welcome.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
More the
okay.
merrier.
Yeah.
More the merrier. It's just
Honestly,
good.
I feel like all the Reggae tribe might just listen to you, forefather.
I mean, well, part of the reason that's why I wanted to go and see, like, hey, guys, come on. Let's let's see if we can fix this. I've been asleep for so long, and
Second thought, I may be wrong about this.
What do you mean? I am an amazing public speaker. Let me tell you, I did
You're
all
also
of the
a mummy.
speaking.
How do you think they're gonna react when they see one of the Walking Dead among them?
What? It will go perfectly fine. And as he flings, his arm falls off.
I'll go
you
pick it up.
Thank you, sweetie. Oh, you're such a darling. Okay, let me just. There we go. All right, well, Bolto, let's make our way with great haste. And Bolto's like, I hate being this animal companion to the side. So as you begin to travel northward, I would like Brandon, since you are leading the charge, can you roll another d20 for me?
Okay, sure. Here we go. That's a 12.
I like the dots, dot from Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon's like,
As he was learning, like, oh crap, I need to confront my past once and for all.
yeah, it's almost as if two characters' pasts are going to be the topic in the coming sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you roll 12. Let me check here. But it looks clear skies. It looks like the winter weather has dissipated a little bit, and you are making your way with great haste over to the Sea of Moving Ice. And it's definitely gotten a little bit colder. It's gotten a little bit colder to a certain extent, but the snow and it's not like affecting your vision or anything like that. As you arrive at this destination, you see what appears to be a very small hut. You see what appears to be, it's almost like a yurt, essentially. There seems to be a couple boats, and it looks like carved holes in the nearby ice. And as you arrive, you see what appears to be like a small gnomish woman throwing fish into this little giant hole in the ice. And for a second, you see this massive sperm whale leap out of the water and just take a big gigantic gulp and then go back into the water. And you see Veylinne kind of go, huh, it seems like we arrived at our destination.
Oh my god, it does tricks!
You seem to have a knack for acquiring animal companions. As Cream Puff, Peanut, Bolto all kind of look at each other and go.
You haven't even met Elkin Blake.
I walk past Veylinne. I'm just like, yeah, you're one of them.
Damn!
Oh, sick burn. Veylinne is just not going to say anything, and it's just going to stare at you. And this is the thanks I get for removing those sigils. Yep, okay. All right, moving on.
Oh, I can take a joke.
Oh, I can take a joke. I'm actually a funny girl.
No, funny. Ha 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 ha.
All right, can we move
Sparks
this?
fly.
This is
Yeah, there's just bzzz, laser stares between the two of you. And Sanar's got Guy's little bowl of berries, and he's just eating it behind, going, "Oh, I miss this."
Yeah. All right, guys, can we move this along? I mean, yeah.
Ragnar's like, "I have had enough of this."
You know, it's kind of crazy that Ragnar has become like the
voice of
reasonable one in the group.
reasoning? Oh god.
You know things have flipped if this is the thing that's happened. It's so funny.
But you do head towards the yurt.
Yeah.
You kind of like make your way kind of like through like this kind of like a makeshift like door.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, let's see if I can get the proper music to play. I want to see if I can get this. Is this working properly? As you kind of enter in, you just see sort of a taller individual, kind of like looking at like almost like parchment and scrolls and stuff like that. Their hands are weathered, and they kind of are just looking away at the moment. And you
Hi,
see
hello. Yep.
Veylinne kind of go, yes, Anga has it. Yes. I'm assuming you're Veylinne. And he still hasn't looked towards you guys' direction yet. And he seems lost in thought and goes, well, I was hoping you would help us with transportation. And he kind of goes, well, I would like to, but there are some issues that need to be resolved with the Ragged tribe that I must look into. And Veylinne goes, well, it looks like we were going to help you with that regardless. You should introduce, well, I'm assuming you want to introduce yourselves? And he looks towards Ydin, Ragnar, and Brandon.
All right.
Hi. My name's Eden. That's Brandon. That's Ragnar. That's Brie. That's Viren. That's Cream Puff. That's our wonderful well, not our Brie's wonderful forefather. And Brie's wonderful forefathers direwolf. I'm sorry, I'm not good with names.
Okay.
As you're kind of there is a long pause for the moment. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Brie's wonderful forefather is a Ragged tribe member, as well as Brie here. And what's on your mind, sir?
He still hasn't looked it towards you, and he's just kind of standing there. He's shaking a bit. Is Justin back, by the way?
Well,
No, he's not.
Not yet?
But
Is he looking anywhere?
He's looking away. You haven't seen his face, but he's not talking at the moment. And you see Viren kind of go, "Look, I know that."
he's
Bree's
back.
back. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Look, are you all right? You seem to be trembling for a moment. And just for your perspective, Brie, this hooded individual hasn't looked. You haven't seen the face of this individual, and you guys are talking to her. Ydin has just gone through a very sporadic introduction, and Brie, for a moment, you kind of like see the druid's hand shaking, and he kind of clenches his hand. He says, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. And he turns around and he pulls down the hood. And you see in front of you, Brie, you see your husband.
Ain't no way.
What the
I hug him.
What
You
the...
just go straight into his arms.
But how?
Oh, I've missed you so much.
We missed you too. It's been hundreds of years. How are you alive?
We have a lot to talk about. And he kind of parts the hair that kind of covers your face, and he kind of just looks at you and just, you're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
And with that, tears will flow down her face, and so are you.
And there is just this warm embrace after everything that Brie has gone through, especially in the last couple days, this hopelessness, this anger, all of that kind of melts away in this moment of just reuniting with your husband, who you thought to be long dead.
That's crazy. I did not see that coming. I'll be real. I didn't know that was gonna come.
He was a druid.
Yup.
Never.
You-
I didn't write it down. He gave a druid after I left.
I will say this: you do not remember him being a druid. He wasn't a druid, but you don't know if that's
Oh.
something that he took up on later.
Oh, did he
Probably
become a
did.
high level druid just so he could stay with you?
That would be it.
Hey Cherry, would you like inspiration, Cherry?
That's I respect that, but not gonna lie. If you're that high level already, you out leveled me. What the?
But Glyce is just going to say, well, I have to ask what brings you here. I'm a bit confused, but excited and
Killian and her granddaughter. They're going to this. They're going out there for the artifact or some sort of mission. Killian wants his family back.
he kind of just hugs you and he says, I want my family back too. And I think I might know a way that we can do that. It's what I've been working on.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
But I kind of look towards him and just say, "But they're dead."
No, I
ghosts.
mean, I have been looking into solving the problem that has cursed our family. I've been looking into why the Reged tribe, why the Wolf Clan has been hunting you. I needed to know more. I needed to understand more. We have lots to discuss, but there might be a chance in which things can be cleared up, and for once you won't have to run away anymore. And without that looming shadow over our head, we won't have to hide. We can bring our son back. I think we could bring our granddaughter back. I didn't even know I was a grandfather.
Wait. Nice. How did you not know we had a granddaughter? Weren't you with Killian all this time?
It's complicated, and we have a lot to
No.
discuss.
Now tell me right now, where were you?
I didn't want to. After you left, Killian got very upset. He didn't understand the reasons that you were leaving, and I tried to explain to him that you weren't abandoning him, that you were doing what was in our best interests to keep our families safe, but he didn't want to hear it. And one night, he was gone. And I tried tracking him down, but I got lost in the snow, and I barely survived trying to track him down. I did learn years later that he was still alive, but I knew that he would not talk to me. I tried to make contact so many times, but he kept pushing me away. So I wanted to find the reason, the cause of all this turmoil with our family. And after all this time, I think I might have figured out a solution. And if it's the both of us, then we can come and get our son back and make our family whole again.
No, I don't know why I'm not feeling this. I look towards Glyce and I just say it. I shake my head. It wasn't any. It wasn't anything. It wasn't any sort of divine intervention or a inherited curse from my clan, nor prophecy, nor fortune told upon what would happen to us. It was me. I should have never left, Glyce.
You get the sense your husband does not want to argue with you, despite how much he loves you. But he understands that there is some truth to that maybe you shouldn't have left. But he is going through a lot of emotions right now. He is just, as much as he knew about whether or not Killian was alive, the idea of you still being alive was uncertain, and that thought haunted him severely. And he is still processing the fact that you are right in front of him. It has been many, many years since the two of you have seen each other. And Glyce says, I told you this once before, and I'll tell you again. That bowl, it can be reforged, even with so many cracks. I know we can rebuild it, and I know we can fix this. So please, just let me help. Let me help you fix this. I know we can do it together.
I sort of just take a step back and I just say, you've given me a lot to think about, Glyce. We can talk more about it another time.
Okay, I will. You see how he just wants to keep you close, but he understands that you are asking for space. Like, he is emotionally intelligent enough to understand that, and he says, "Look, you've all traveled far. At least take some rest. There's a couple yurts that are not too far from here that your party can use, and maybe we could talk in the morning."
We shall.
Okay. And as you go to leave, he just says, I just want you to know how much I love you, Brie.
I love you too, Glyce.
And you take a step out, thinking about all of this new information and what it means and the roads that you will walk in the very soon future. And with that, we're going to end today's session.
Oh, man.
Oh, the emotional roller coaster.
Just another hour. Come on.
One more hour, Dad, please.
Look, I have a lot to think about. There's a lot that's gonna happen next session, and I have to really think about how Brie's reaction to all this. Well done, Justin. That was a lot. I know I threw a lot at you this session.
Good
They were
shit.
just saying I was gonna kill an entire tribe from one end, and I'm meeting my husband on the other. What the hell is going on?
What is going on? I feel like this keeps happening. We have these whiplash sessions when it's
Yeah.
regarding Brie's backstory.
Oh, man.
I remember you revealed I had a granddaughter, and at the same session, I also had a forefather in the tomb.
Yeah, you had that horrible nightmare. Oh god, there was so
wait
much.
until you see Brandon's backstory.
Well, one of the things that is going to be, I think, explored is obviously how you guys are going to be dealing with the Reged tribe. Like, this is very much
No doubt.
a big part of Brie's backstory, and it's going to be, to a certain extent, a big part of Brandon's backstory. and then we will kind of see how that goes. But then after that, it will be following the trail. And I was very curious because there was a moment where I was like, "Are they not? Did they not gonna work with Veylinne? That wasn't part of the script."
We got you. Trust.
No, but
But honestly,
fair,
like
I
if
was
you had
like,
decided, if you had gone like, "No, we're not trusting her," I was like, I can't argue. Like you're coming, you have very legitimate reasons to not work with her. Like
and to be honest, I was gonna say we get her info and then ditch her, like because I was feeling no one wants to stay with her. But to my surprise, I mean.
Interestingly enough, there might be one thing that next session we're going to be doing with Zangorn and Ragnar, because I think there's going to be a discussion with the two of you.
Emotional baggage, leave it to Brie. I'm fine. I can totally observe.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I really loved Viren and Ydin just panicking, trying to get as far away from Bryn Shander as possible.
Kind of hilarious. You can always bring them to the yard and just kill them.
No. We're not doing that.
You can do it.
But yeah, I hope you guys had a fun session. That was
Very fun.
Oh, that's super.
Thank you for game.
Yeah,
As
and
always.
I've got a lot to think about for next session. But yeah, and obviously, Justin, if you have any questions you want to ask me, you can just shoot me a message or whatever. I'm very curious.
Bro, I'm zoning out. I don't know what I'm dissociating. Like,
So
He's
much
gonna watch
okay.
the recapping, but wait a minute, that happened?
Oh god.
what the hell?
All right, guys, but I do have to go. But like I said, if you have any questions, shoot me a message on Discord whenever you have the time. I'm always available, and I will see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Take care.
Thank you for
Take care. Very good game.
Thank you.
Take
Good
care.
night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Yeah.